Did he freeze again?
Yes, sir.
No,
he's back.
He's good.
He's back. Okay.
Apologies, y'all. It's a lot going on here right now. These last 24 hours have been crazy because Peyton Watson finally got traded. Finally. And we kind of knew he was going to Cleveland, but there was rumors he might end up in LA. There was rumors he might end up elsewhere, but now he's finally in Cleveland, and I believe that's exactly where he belonged. But we'll get into that. Before we do that, Mars has a shooting guard list of the best peaks of all time, not the best careers of all time, best shooting guards at their peak when they were at their best. We are finally going to get into that today. And also, we got a special guest in the house. We got an honor guest in the house. One of the best to ever do it out of Seattle. My man GB2, Gary Bell, is in the building. What's good, GB?
Hey, appreciate you having me, bro. What's good?
Hey, Gary, I'm going to just start by saying nobody up here has no business. They have no clue how good you was. No clue.
That one out.
What do you mean
he's perfect to get that one out.
Because it was like that. That's why. It was like that.
No, I'm gonna leave it with this. Like for you, like exactly like so.
Ooh.
What was that? That summer going into my sophomore year, I think it was you guys' senior year. I think that's when I kind of hit a stride. Like we was doing some crazy stuff. I mean, obviously hooping at Kent Ridge, hooping at the Lighthouse in Kent, like some of the best runs. And then we were also doing that the cross country stuff. Remember that we did that like
I remember you and Shaq playing the whole time. We supposed to be running 5 miles and these fools playing. I ain't gonna tell y'all what they was doing. But.
Exactly. So like the grind, like you guys, honestly, like the competition and all that helped me a lot. So when you guys left, you just like boosted what I wanted to do too. Because I mean, seeing what you guys was doing and seeing what you guys was on, I was like, all right, I got to get way better. So yeah.
Was Ron like that, Gary?
No, he was. I mean, they pushed me because I was, obviously the younger one, so they pushed me a lot.
Damian, I was all right.
Nah, you were like
he was like that. Gary, what you was the number 2 sophomore in the state?
Yeah, at the time. Yeah. Well,
number 2 sophomore.
Yeah,
number 2 sophomore in the state. What you was ranked like top 50?
I think it was
top
like
60,
top 75 or something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I think from what I remember, it was like 40 or 50 somewhere in there.
Yeah, probably that sophomore year. Yeah.
Best scorer in the state. We are talking about Seattle, Washington too. Best scorer in the state, and if 55 would tell the tale.
Yeah,
junior year 55.
Yeah, when you guys left, shoot, I had to do everything. I mean, it was me and Brendan, but you had to do everything, bro. So that sophomore, like that junior year, I had to put up a lot of buckets that year, and then that senior year just kind of went crazy. Like every night, it was at least 30. Like I averaged like 28.9, but it was like 30 like every game. I think I broke Isaiah Thomas's record in districts. Shooting the state tournament, I think we still got the record for like most threes in the tournament run. I think it was like 55 for like four or 5 games. So I mean, we was getting to it. We was definitely getting to it.
Hold on, which year?
That was my senior year. So our sophomore.
Oh, you and Brendan was getting it in? You, Brendan, and Juwan?
Yeah, Juwan and remember Denzel?
Yep.
So we was getting to it. We was getting to it.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire. Yeah. Hey, but before we get it, we'll get into that later because obviously you had a storied career at Gonzaga and whatnot. I want to.
Ron, I would like to just before we get too far into the show, Ron, raise your right hand. Just raise your right hand. Damian and Mars, can you raise your right hand as well? GB, this has nothing to do with you. And repeat after me. We PC.
We PC. Solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
To read.
Everyone's
super chats. Before the show reaches its conclusion today.
Before the show reaches its conclusion today. Hey, real talk. You want me to do this again with my actual right hand?
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
camera
you
is
gotta
flipped.
say what
This is my left
okay.
hand.
Okay.
But we gonna get them super chats done, though. I swear, we gonna get them super chats done. But let's get into it, y'all. Peyton Watson was flipped for really nothing. So the Cavs got Peyton Watson, the Clippers got Max Strus, the Nuggets got a 2031 first round pick from the Cavs and a 2032 second rounder from the Kings. Before we talk about Cleveland, let's talk about the Nuggets and what they got. Was this worth it? Did they get fleeced? Did they get back what they could get back? Like, how do y'all feel about the Nuggets' return for Peyton Watson?
I'll kick it off. I think it's just bad business for Denver. I think given the health risk Aaron Gordon is now, I felt as though losing Peyton Watson should have never really been an option for them. There's obviously a financial side to this that I know we'll get into. But for them to get no one in return, what made this all so much worse. I think they should have at least tried to get someone like Jalen Tyson back, who would have been a wing on a rookie deal, not up for an extension just yet, but they failed there as well. The financial side, this is clearly a front office operating with the intention of avoiding the second apron, giving Watson the $22 million run. It resulted in a tax bill jumping from 68 to 220 million if they were to match it. So they're now 1.3 million into the second apron, with 2 roster spots open. So they still have work to do even after this. But I've said this before. I've never been a fan. I think the Nuggets are in trouble, man. I've never been a fan of teams trying to not go for it when they have a generational talent like Jokic. But the Brown contract killed them. And for me, I really wonder if in 6 to 10 months here, we're asking what a haul for Jokic would look like, because it might get to that. But I think it's as serious as this might have closed their championship window, to be honest. I think it's that bad for Denver at the moment, man.
Yeah, that's tough. It's tough.
I would tend to agree with Damian. Moment of silence for the death of the championship window in Denver. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Ship has sailed. Nikola Jokic will no longer be in championship contention in Denver. Up here on the panel and across the NBA world, we can stop fake putting Denver in the championship contention teams because they're no longer there. They weren't there last year. They certainly aren't there this year. Rumor has it that they are on the market to get DeMar DeRozan. It's over. It's just over. Salute to them. If Nikola Jokic wants to try to win another championship, he has to leave. It's just that simple. I don't really see them getting anybody worth anything via trade because they don't really have the assets to trade for another bona fide superstar, in my opinion. The roster right now, you have Jamal Murray, who that's another contract, by the way, that might be an overpay. Everybody talks about Christian Brown, but Jamal Murray, elite regular season player, as the years go by, that 23 playoff run gets further and further and further away. Then you look at Christian Brown, obviously, drastically overpaid him. Aaron Gordon can't stay on the court. And then the guy that you developed, which y'all actually did a good job on, in Peyton Watson, became a double-digit scorer, became an elite shooter last year, gone via trade. It's looking dim over there in Denver.
But real talk, you don't think, just on the flip side, so let's just start, and you guys don't have to comment on this. We can just take it for what it is. They have the best player in the NBA, the best offensive engine that the NBA has ever seen. So they have that. You don't think if Christian Brown gets back to, what was it? It was playoffs 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That's when Christian Brown, that's when he started cooking, and we started really looking at him in a different light.
Christian Brown and cooking has ever been used.
Well, he was playing good. He was playing real good. He was.
That's when he gave him that contract.
He had his breakout, if you will. That's what got him paid.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think if Christian Brown can get to that level, Aaron Gordon can come back and just be healthy and kind of get back to his championship run level, or even like in the Clippers series when he was that level he was playing at. And if Jamal Murray can just be Jamal Murray, you don't think they'll be all right?
But it's not just them. They also lost like Tim Hardaway Jr., who was like second in Sixth Man of the Year last year, probably one of their best depth players. They don't have much depth there either. A guy like Pickett, I think, went to the Clippers. It's just a roster.
Don't forget the swap for Bruce Brown and Russell Westbrook. That.
It's just a roster run that just has so little margin for error. But even when everything's clicking, it feels like there's still. Well, we saw that there's still ways away. So this is a team that's going to run it back and potentially be worse off. It just feels like, to your point, like real talk, every decision they've made since the championship just feels wrong. And I don't know if there's a championship in recent memory that feels more far away, but the Nuggets one just feels like it was a lifetime ago. And it's just a bizarre situation where they've made a few decisions that have just killed them for a front office that was thrown together and people were applauding what they did in a short period of time. It just feels like they've made all the wrong choices, and now prioritizing the finances makes it all compounded even worse. And they could lose Jokic, man. Like, you wait your whole life to have someone like him still in his prime. There's a world that exists where he doesn't sign this new deal in the offseason. And it's a big deal too he's eligible for. Some people say the back end of that deal could be pretty nasty, but it's one you probably sign if you want to stay in contention. But now, man, it's something to keep an eye on as the year goes on, that situation between them two, because if they start to have a bad run, if they get one or two injuries, if they're around the bottom of the playoffs or even in the play-in potentially, if the West gets even better, then it could get really ugly in Denver, Ron.
Yo, Damian, I got two questions for you, and then G, I want to hear your thoughts on the Nuggets and even Jokic too. I want to hear just kind of how you feel about Jokic and the light that you have him in, and then also how you feel about this current iteration of the Nuggets moving forward. But Damian,
we finna see if G no ball, chat. We finna
see. Damian, two quick questions. First off, the supermax that Jokic can be offered is like 200 or 367, something like that. It will be the richest contract in NBA history.
Correct. Yeah, and he intentionally didn't sign an extension because he was guaranteed like another 80 million. So like that's why it's got to this point.
So that leads me to my next question. When is he officially a free agent?
2027. So the end of next year.
End of next year.
Yeah. So they would have. So they basically have until February to trade him. Then. Yeah. All right.
Unless they wait.
All right, y'all get ready.
Unless they wait until he essentially becomes a free agent and there's some sort of sign and trade. Because that can happen as well with unrestricted free agents. But yeah, I mean, essentially, Ron, if we're going by that logic and we're trying to get some value back before he becomes an unrestricted free agent, the only issue with that is the team that trades for him. There's no guarantee he stays there, right? Because then he could just leave them in the summer. So what a haul looks like for him, depending on what level he's on, depending what team wants to trade for him. Depending what team feels like they'll have space to absorb that massive contract is a different story, because the haul might not be as big if you're trying to keep him around for that money. So very interesting to keep track of, man.
Hey, real talk. I've been waiting for this day since Swiper joined the panel. But G, man, talk to us. How do you feel about this iteration of the Nuggets? And then overall, what are your thoughts on Jokic? Because a lot of people put Jokic in different conversations, and I would like to know what conversation you put him in.
No, I mean, for me, I think Jokic is number one right now. Obviously, Shea doing what he's doing, these last 2 years, it's great. Yeah, he had a great team. I got Chet's over there, but at the same time, I just think you can't really do nothing with Jokic. And I know Rudy Gobert, he kind of locked him up a little bit in that last series or whatever. But I mean, what he does night in and night out, getting everybody involved, scoring, and however you want it, and even defensively, I think he doesn't get a lot of respect defensively. Like I do think, no, seriously, like I think he's in the right places sometimes. Like he don't block shots or do anything like that, but I do think he makes it hard to score over him sometimes. I think he rebounds obviously at an elite level. But I think he's number one. Shea's number two, obviously. And then with them losing Peyton Watson, obviously for Peyton Watson going to get paid and going to Cleveland, like that's great for them. But for Denver, you guys don't think if they get DeMar DeRozan, like that's not a great pickup?
They'll be able to put the ball in the basket for sure.
I mean,
they can't guard though.
No, they can't. They can't guard. They can't, and that was their problem last year, right? Yeah. When Aaron Gordon was hurt, Minnesota was telling them that they couldn't guard him when they was going at him. Jaden McDaniels was saying that. But I mean, at the same time, they just had a bad series, and I feel like Minnesota's been their kryptonite, right? they love playing against Denver, but like you said, they put the ball in the basket. DeMar DeRozan, elite. He's gonna get 20 points. He's gonna do that mid range all day. And then, with Jokic, like he does need shooters in those things, and losing Tim Hardaway. So with what you guys are saying as far as Denver kind of taking a step back these last few years, I agree with that. Like, because Jokic is going to need shooters, he's going to need cutters, things like that. But at the same time, like he is number one in the league right now. So you got to respect that. And if he doesn't sign this contract and they let him leave this, next offseason, they're going to be in some big trouble.
So I forgot, what did they get in return for the Michael Porter Jr. trade?
Wasn't it the shooter? What's his name? Cam
Johnson.
Yeah, Cam Johnson.
Oh,
yeah,
Giggy. Oh, they still do got Cam, huh?
Yeah.
Man, Denver gonna be all right. I forgot all about Cam.
Denver's
gonna be all right.
They might try and move Cam. I doubt it now, but
they're trying to get off of him. They don't believe in Cam.
Well, no, because they were trying to re-sign Peyton Watson.
But Ron,
they wanted to keep Peyton. They lost Peyton, which also means that they thought Peyton would be a better solution going forward than Cam Johnson, and you've traded that for a person that was a starter on your championship unit.
Yeah. Maybe, Ron, I think, like, if we're being super, super optimistic, maybe Cam Johnson has a bigger role. Maybe he produces more this year. Maybe, I thought matching for Spencer Jones, I thought was the right decision. Maybe he has another good year. Maybe he takes a step. Maybe Lonnie Walker makes the team through training camp, and maybe he pops off the bench. Maybe DeRozan still has some in the tank. They're going to be competitive. But I think when you have a player like Jokic, a lot of people still see Jokic and Murray as one of the better duo in the league. The objection is not to be good. The objection is to try and win it all. And they just feel like they're not there. So they can't just run it back, or they can't just run it similar, because this is a Western Conference only getting better, especially at the top. So for me, I thought they would go into this offseason, be a little bit more aggressive, try and get creative with bringing in some guys, getting maybe a little bit younger on the wings. But they just lost their most athletic wings. So I think they're going to have some issues defensively, especially.
They got my guy Julian Strawther there from Gonzaga.
Sure.
I mean, he got to prove something now. I mean, he can make a three. He can make a three.
Marvin
he don't
Bagley
really guard
too.
nobody either.
I think they signed Marvin Bagley as well. Maybe I don't know, comes off the bench, gives them something. Yeah, I'm just being super optimistic. But Ron, for the Cavs, I think it's a big deal. I think the acquisition is a big deal for the Cavs. I think this is an area they needed. I think they needed an up and down athletic wing who could actually defend when they need someone to defend. They tried the DeAndre Hunter stuff. It just didn't feel like it worked, or he didn't feel comfortable there. I know there was rumors about them being in the Kuminga sweepstakes, but it just felt like that wing position. Tyson wasn't necessarily ready yet. They lost trust in him a little bit in the playoffs. I think getting Watson is going to be a big deal if he can recapture the shooting. If he can sort of settle back down into being the real defensive wing for the teams, for the opposition's best offensive player, I think it can be a massive, massive get for them. Their starting lineup looks really good. I don't know if it takes them too far in the East, but I think it's definitely a plus. I think losing Strus is a tough one. I'm a big fan of Max Strus. I think he was good in the playoffs as well. I think he's a gamer, but I think it was a necessary sort of subtraction if it meant landing someone like Peyton Watson in the starting lineup.
I know very quickly before I comment on the Cavs, I know you want to talk about them. I want to dance a little bit more on the grave, Damian.
Sure.
Are they better than the Lakers? Are the Nuggets better than the Lakers right now?
I have to see how the Lakers look, but I think there's definitely a possibility that the Lakers will be better than them.
Touche. Now, for Cleveland, I still think they're mid. They got a player that definitely, theoretically fills a hole. Sure, they've needed a wing for some time. Peyton Watson does seem to be that. I just don't believe in their backcourt in the playoffs. I'm just kind of there. James Harden, no, just no. In a playoff setting, and I know he's going to have to be high usage, has to be on the court playing high minutes. I'm good. Donovan Mitchell, if the ball's not going in the basket, he's quite literally not providing anything else. So I'm good on that. Evan Mobley and Jared Allen were really good in the playoffs. Shout out to them. Ironically enough, Mars and Swipe have debated this about Peyton Watson and what is his best attribute defensively. Mars doesn't quite think he's an elite POA. That is definitely going to be his job on this roster. And, some think that his rim pro is his best defensive attribute. So, maybe they'll even still be misusing Peyton Watson to an extent. I think they're going to be a really good regular season team. They're going to win a lot of games in the regular season. I don't see them being better than New York or beating New York. I don't see them beating Philly. I don't see them coming out the Eastern Conference. I'm just kind of there with the Cavs.
Where you at, real talk, with Harden? Like, is Harden now, to be on a really, really good team, is he like a sixth man now? Should he embrace a role like that? I know he's going to be on big money and he's going to start, but like in your eyes, in an ideal world, if he wanted to be on a contender, is that the right role for him now?
I think he needs to be on a team where the best player is significantly better than him, and he's not.
Yeah, I can get
like that. If he's playing with, well, Luka can because they do the same thing, but like Jokic or Giannis or Shea, you know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to be on a team. On a team that has a player that has a bona fide tier 1 superstar, or has, do it the 24 Celtic way and just on a squad with 6-7 really, really good top 50 NBA players or something to that extent. But relying on James Harden to be, Cleveland needs him to still be damn near like a quasi superstar for real.
Yeah.
Like, he's past.
You don't think Peyton Watson can come and relieve that?
Now, from a ball handling, decision making aspect, no. Can Peyton maybe do some of the scoring?
Yeah, that's more so what I'm getting at.
You know what I'm saying? But he has to have the ball too much, in my opinion. Still.
Is
G,
there...
how you feel about the Cavs, G?
No, I was gonna say the same thing. Like, James, he needs the ball too much. I feel like he kind of hurts Donovan Mitchell in ways. Like, I feel like, in those last few games against the Knicks, even in the series before, like, they won, but he had so many games where he was just mediocre, and he had Donovan Mitchell had to do everything. Like you said, if he's not putting the ball in the basket, like, he's not great. But then you can't really count on James. And then Evan Mobley, he was hit or miss sometimes. Jared Allen obviously can't create his own shot. And I don't think Peyton Watson is there yet to where he can, like, create a shot and do things for others and be that type of player yet. So, like, I'm kind of with them as far as I got to see it. If he does do that, then yeah, they can be a contender because obviously he can do it on both sides of the floor. But James, he needs the ball too much, and I think he's kind of taking a step down. And obviously had a great regular season. He did. But in the playoffs, we kind of saw some holes in his game that they need to fill.
I wouldn't be shocked at all if next year their best lineups consist of one of James and or Donovan Mitchell being out, the sub then being like
Jordan Tyson.
Tyson, alongside Peyton Watson, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen, because then Tyson can kind of fulfill some of that point of attack defense, and then the rim pro from your front court at that point between Watson, Allen, and Mobley is going to be otherworldly, I think, and that'll probably be some of their best lineups next year, with one of the guards off the court for a more defensive-minded guard, and
especially losing Dean. They lost Dean Wade as well, who was a guy who used to be a bit quite a flexible, portable guy for a lot of their good lineups. But is there anything here with the Clippers? They get Max Strus. Kawhi's obviously going to leave. Maybe they sort out the Benedict Mathurin stuff. They bring back Bradley Beal. Keaton Wagler, maybe he has a good rookie year. Sign Rui Hachimura. Are they a quietly competitive team?
Obviously, Darius Garland, Brandon Ingram.
I think they've done enough to be above like a relegation team. I don't know if they're going to be anything more than that, but I just thought we'd touch on them as well, because usually there's a third team that gets left out of this whole thing. But I think they're going to be okay.
I'm a big fan of Max Strus. I liked what he did in Miami during those playoff runs. I liked what he did last year in the playoffs. He's a competitor. He's going to knock down shots. He showed us he could play defense last year. I like Max Strus. To me, he's a player that you want coming off the bench if you want to contend. Now, I don't know if the Clippers are that team, but the cool thing about it is, and this is just strictly for Max Strus, and I'll get back to the Clippers. If they're not contending, somebody's going to go pick up Max Strus. Yeah. So I expect him to be in the playoffs one way or another this year. But coming back to the Clippers,
this is the most sensical thing you've said all week, Ron.
You want me to give you some more?
Yeah, keep going, man.
The Clippers are going to be better than the Raptors.
That's cool. You weren't going to go there, but I had to pay you a compliment. So you got to mess up. You got to mess up your own vibe. Bro, you are your own worst enemy. But you really
know me, man.
You cooking with the Max Strus stuff, man. Like, I was surprised. His defense, he got stronger.
Speaking of the Raptors, that's somebody, like, if y'all were to get him, I know you think I'd be hating on y'all. I really just think you guys need, like, really a piece like Max Strus. You guys get Max Strus, it'll be up.
Yeah, so I like this for the Clippers. It's smart. I don't even mind this for the Nuggets, to be honest. I realize losing Peyton Watson really sucks, but they're up between a rock and a hard place right now. That Christian Brown contract ain't going nowhere. So you convert for some picks, right? You get these 2 picks, right? And now maybe when the next star comes up, you could package Christian Brown plus Cam Johnson plus those 2 picks and get your star. That's what I'm thinking. If the stock market is tanking,
say that one more time.
Cam Johnson, Christian Brown, and those 2 picks.
And what ballpark of a player you think they're getting for that?
Kyrie.
If you
not specifically Kyrie, but a Kyrie level player could be had for that package for sure.
How many more years are going to be on that Brown deal?
It's at least 3. I'm pretty sure.
I think they're going to. They're probably going to have to trade Jamal Murray before, or if they want to make a trade and get it done, Jamal Murray is going to have to be the piece before Christian Brown. I don't think anybody's trading for Christian Brown unless he has some outlandish year this upcoming year.
The first rounder is important, though, because I think it did free up their ability to now trade a first rounder. So it's not nothing. But
I mean, Real Talk outlined it, and we kind of all know this. When you have, Gary said that they got the best player in the NBA. I know it's somebody else who thinks he's the best player in the NBA. And then I know the lowest that he is up here is 3. So with that being said, like, when you have a player of that caliber, you want to push the chips all in. But also, too, if you know it's his contract year and there's a chance he might not resign, don't you want to hold on to that pick? Or is it just like it's a pick?
It's not their pick. So it doesn't matter. It's not their pick.
I mean, it's technically their pick. I know it's not their pick, but it's a first round pick for them. So I'm saying, even moving into the future, if Jokic just walks, that's still a valuable piece for them. regardless, even if it's a 25th pick, it's still an asset for him. Is my point.
Players don't usually just walk anymore. Usually it's a sign and trade, right? Like what happened with Jalen Duren. It was a sign and trade. So, like, my view on it is Jokic is probably going to let him know a little bit in advance what his plans are, and they'll be able to pivot accordingly. So they'll probably be able to trade him before his contract is up if he is in fact set on leaving. There's a lot of teams that could use him. He's a pretty good player.
Well, I mean, with that being said, Penn, let's go ahead and do it, y'all. Y'all know me. Y'all know how I like to do. Let's go ahead and jump into hypothetical land right quick.
Detroit.
That's where you would want to see him go, or that's where you think he could go?
Where I want to see him go is Toronto, but he ain't going to Toronto because that would just be unfair, and we whooping the entire league if that happens. Kawhi, Scotty, and Jokic is just... that's dream team shit right there. So I'm thinking Detroit is not too happy with their starting center. They got a whole bunch of picks and a whole bunch of wings. And they were star hunting this offseason for Kawhi. So, yeah, Cade and Jokic makes a lot of sense.
G, Mars,
what else makes
what you
a lot
guys
of
thinking?
sense?
Lakers?
I mean, I'm a Lakers fan, so I would love to see him.
Good man. Good man.
Team up with
Y'all ain't got the
I
assets.
forgot you were a
No,
Lakers fan.
we don't. We'd have to give up. We'd have to give up, quite a bit. But I mean, if we did, but that'd be great. Him and Luka.
Boston also makes sense, by the way.
I always felt that Jokic and Luka would find a way to play with each other eventually. I don't know if it's now, but they're just good mates, and I just feel like it'll happen at some stage. But it's just a big contract, man. It's just a big contract that Jokic is going to sign. So,
yeah, and deserve.
The switch up in the 180 y'all would see me do is short. If Nikola Jokic ended up on the Lakers,
oh my god!
If y'all thought Swiper was bad, my goodness.
Oh, you saying you gonna outglaze Swiper?
For sure. What? Jokic on the Lakers with Luka?
Hang on, let's figure this out. Swiper already says that Jokic is a top 10 player of all time. How high are you willing to go with your glaze?
Not high enough. That's not high enough.
Better than Jordan?
Are we talking about peaks?
Better than Kareem? Better than Shaq? Yeah.
Do you know his points, rebounds, and assists?
Oh, God.
Oh man.
No.
All right.
Oh, no.
Hey, real talk. You are falling right into the trap that you've always fell into.
What?
The twerk trap?
You know what they call you?
Pastor real talk.
I will be. I'm letting y'all.
They call you
right
real
now,
flip.
I would be flip flopping. Like
Oh,
I'm not hiding from it. I'm letting y'all know up front. If Jokic ends up on the Lakers, y'all will be seeing me flip flop. Absolutely,
That's fair.
1000%.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
On this roster is currently constructed. First off, I'm almost positive it will be. Would it be an all white starting lineup? It'll be an all white starting lineup, but. How many games do they win?
With Jokic?
Yeah.
A lot.
Let's just say free agency just happened. He signed. They got the same roster right now.
So it's what? It's Austin Reeves, Luka, Kessler, Jokic, and the three be what? Quentin Grimes?
Are you
Quentin
suggesting
Grimes
the
messing
Denver
up the
Nuggets
Whoever you want out there.
So
with
the
Luka and, what?
This deal is not happening without Austin Reeves going the other way. First of all, that's the second best asset on the Lakers, so that's definitely got to be there. And then you got to have a whole bunch of young players, which the Lakers don't really have. And then you need a whole bunch of draft picks to make this work. Yeah. That's why I said Detroit, because Detroit has Ron Holland. They have Asar Thompson. Like, I don't think y'all are ready to accept what a Jokic trade package looks like. But I'm telling you some shit you've never seen before. It's going to be like 5 first-round picks, a good young player, a really good young player, and a decent contract. You're not getting them for Walker Kessler.
You think it's going to be one of the craziest hauls?
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know. How old is he going to be at the end of
not on an expiring? That wouldn't happen on an expiring.
Jokic expiring, it's going to net more than a Kawhi expiring, and a Kawhi expiring just net 3 first-round picks, Brandon Ingram, who's an all-star, and a young player in Grady Dick. And he's younger than Kawhi would have been. Look, I love Kawhi, but you know Jokic's trade value higher than Kawhi, right?
Oh, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
But
if we did a trade value ranking, he's
depends how
probably
you
the
feel.
fourth or fifth most valuable player in terms of trade value in the league.
Depends
Shea's
how you-
higher, Cooper's higher, Ant maybe
Wemby?
like Wemby. That's
Wemby
4.
for sure.
Okay, that's
I
it.
would say Ant because he's younger.
K2.
Even though Luka got traded for what he got traded for, I still
There's
think
not
if
a
you put
chance
him
in hell
back on
Cade's
the
value is
market,
higher.
I mean, Kate's 23.
Cade's value
Cade's
could
24.
by the end of 27.
Yeah, but he's
Luka's
already on,
actual
he's,
market value would be
but
crazy.
Cade's already on a supermax.
If Luka went back on the market, his actual market value would be insane.
Yeah, these younger players, even if they're worse than Jokic, their age definitely gives them that boost in a trade deal. Or
But
a
We
trade
got to
package.
do that one of these days. Just rank players in terms of overall value across the league. In terms of obviously you would factor age into it. Obviously level of play, and just all of that good stuff. You could say injury history, like basically who's the most valuable assets in the league.
I think
One of these
as
episodes.
well, Ron, is like if we're just doing hypotheticals on destinations without going too much into the finances, like there's a few around. Like I think he could be interesting in Golden State. I think it would be interesting in Houston. I think it would be really interesting if OKC decided to knock on Denver's door and try and upgrade at the center position. I think that'd be interesting.
So
People don't want to talk about that. Look at the
Hey.
Laker guys down there.
You
Look at them.
You want to
Look at
match
them.
up with Wemby?
Hey.
You want to match up with Wemby? Maybe you give them the guy that's giving him the most problems potentially. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
And I mean, we all know OKC can like that. And you remember how Thanos snapped his finger and everything changed? If OKC wanted to, they could go grab Jokic today.
And just like I said, if Jokic was to join the Lakers, the love and the flip-flop would be, here. If he joins OKC, the hate meter is we can't even fathom. There's no quantum.
not,
You already
not,
there
not
right
a top
there, right now,
75
though.
player of all time suddenly.
No, absolutely not.
Perfect.
There's no way he goes to OKC. No way.
No, I don't think.
I
so,
mean,
but
there's a
one.
way because they definitely.
What
have
if
the
he went to the
assets, but
Spurs? The Spurs could actually
That would
swing
be
this deal.
Crazy.
They could.
If they wanted to part with Steph Castle and De'Aaron Fox and like future picks, that might be one of the better offers that Denver's ever going to get. Point is, they're going to have a hell of a lot of teams offering to get him.
Yeah. I think Minnesota might be interesting as well.
But wait a second. Doesn't it matter where he would resign? I think
That's
that's
what I'm
also
saying.
yeah,
important.
he
saying.
too.
Yeah,
definitely
that's
needs
what-
So-
to-
Yeah, that's
So-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, like if he would, I mean, I said Detroit initially. Does he want to go to Detroit? I have no idea, but I could see a world where he would want to play with Luka. They're friends.
Yo, I want to bring this back to Cleveland, though. So obviously they got Peyton Watson. They lost Dean Wade. They lost Max Strus. I want to ask you guys, do you think that they got better with the addition of Peyton Watson? Do you think it's a lateral move, or do you think they're worse right now?
Worse.
Got rid of Schroeder.
Oh,
I
did
think
Max
they got
Strus,
better.
Max Strus, Dean Wade, Dennis Schroeder, all gone.
Signed Hazonia.
He's decent.
I forgot they
Apparently.
did lose Dennis though.
Hey,
Booze,
it's all right. Hazonia was over there at Real Madrid getting to it.
I'm a big
He's
fan of this kid Malik Thomas. After what I saw in the summer league,
Yeah.
maybe I think he's probably going to be in the rotation. Cam Whitmore apparently is not going to stay. I think they're going to stretch him and waive him from, according to Bobby Marks, but he could have been interesting. They probably end up being about the same, don't they? Like a very good regular season team. Probably a second round exit. If the chips fall where they may, maybe they make the conference finals again, but it's probably not close again. It's probably where they're going to be, I think.
Is Peyton Watson a better player than Max Strus?
I think so.
Yeah.
From what I saw from him, it's a small sample size, but from what I saw from him, I think so.
He just got that thing you can't teach. Like we all know in high school or in college when you was playing and it was just that guy that was a freak athlete. And it's
Mhm.
like, yeah, you're not really as skilled as everybody out here, which I'm not saying he isn't skilled. I do think Peyton Watson got some skills, but he's that athlete that they really have been coveting. And yeah, Dean Wade's an athlete, but he's not that kind of athlete. He's not a Peyton Watson, almost like a freak level athlete. And so I think he's going to open up a lot of things on the fast break. I think getting downhill, obviously on the defensive end. Real Talk has said just rim protection, getting in passing lanes. I think he's actually going to be crucial for this team. And two, this is going to be one of the first times where, and I know he kind of got it during that run where he broke out. This is going to be one of the first times where it's like, Peyton, you're not only are you starting, buddy, you're playing 30, 35 minutes a night. I think they're going to let him rock. And so, like, when you get that type of freedom, and like, he's not going to have freedom where it's like, I'm ISO in every possession. But when you just get an opportunity to play and find yourself, that's the best thing for a young player. So I think he's going to step into a good role and really produce.
Yeah. He's only 23, right?
Yeah, still very young.
He's young, man.
Very young.
He's super young.
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be hard for him just because you still have James there and you got Donovan Mitchell. Like they're gonna have the ball in their hands. If he can't be a knockdown 3-point shooter, what did he shoot? Did he shoot 40 this year from 3? Playing with Jokic. I mean, if he can continue to do that, like you said, then yeah, he'll be great. But I think they're stagnant. I think like you said, they lost Max Strus. I think Cleveland they're gonna be the exact same place they're in this past year. And if they go to the conference championship or whatever, that'll be, a plus for them. But I don't even think they get there this year. I think they're gonna be second round exit, maybe even the first round. Because I don't think James having the ball in his hands in the playoffs is gonna be what they need. If they play Jordan Tyson and they do those things, I think they'll be better, but James is gonna play.
I didn't watch as much Nuggets when he broke out. What was the big thing that helped him break out in that little stretch? I mean, it was obviously opportunity. He had the ball a lot more, right? But it was just, was it off of cuts? Was it like cannibalizing transition opportunities? Was it a lot of isolation scoring?
He was showing some off the dribble bounce.
Yeah,
with juice. He was able to self-create pretty effectively. But when he did have like his spot up scenarios, he was just knocked down during that time. Just wasn't missing, really. Like,
funnily enough, and I think one of his best games actually against Cleveland from memory on the road. But I think when you go back and look at his tape from last year, a lot of his success is also with like Jokic making the game easy for him. So in that sense, maybe James Harden is someone that is almost a necessity to be a little bit of a table setter for him in some ways too. Because if Harden's not there, you're going to ask him to do a lot of that self-creation. He's got not zero playmaking, but it's just not an area that he's probably explored yet. So maybe Harden actually becomes quite important for him individually. But yeah, if you go back and look at some of his tape, a lot of it is the Jokic stuff. He's cutting, he's slashing. But when they gave him the ball in his hands, when they had some injuries and stuff, he proved he can do some things. So it was very surprising that I actually didn't think he had that in his arsenal, but there's probably a lot of guys like that around the league. But it was quite impressive. It was a small sample size, but if he can capture some of that, I think he can be really good for them.
Paul George has said that he really believes in Peyton Watson. He said that he's kind of shown flashes of that in the offseason when he like works out with them and stuff like that. So like you said, there are a lot of players that can get to it, just need the opportunity, and he got to it off the bounce when the opportunity was there.
Yeah, I was shocked. I didn't know the handle was like that. But also, y'all remember, like, Peyton Watson is a big-time talent. 5-star coming out of high school, obviously went to UCLA. He didn't fully develop as a young guy, but, once again, like, when you raw like that and you start to put it together, obviously, you guys know the sky's the limit. So, like, my biggest thing is if the handle's legit, I'm not even too much concerned about the shooting. If the handle's legit and he can slash the way he was slashing at that moment in time, I think he's going to be just fine.
Yeah. I think the shooting matters a lot. His volume on three-point shooting, even though his efficiency went up last year, his volume remains very low, especially if you compare it to someone like Max Strus, who's one of the highest volume shot takers in the league from three. Also, I just want to say, Max Strus got better. Max got way better last year. when he was rehabbing off the injury, this dude, when he came back from that injury, he looks like he put on like 15 pounds of muscle because he became like an immovable object. Like we're talking like he walked into it, Max Strus, he walked out, he looked like David Roddy. So the way that he was able to guard surprised me, like shocked me in the playoffs. I don't think Peyton Watson is that level of defender, straight up. So
I think Max Strus is a better defensive player than Peyton Watson.
I think if he's not better, he's right on that level. But the level of defense that I saw from Max Strus towards the end of the season as he got back to health, I've never seen Peyton Watson guard like that.
He was picking up Cade in that series.
Peyton Watson made his career. Like that's how he got the minutes at the start.
Look, nobody up here is higher on Peyton Watson than me. I've been talking about Peyton Watson since like UCLA, and I was like, this is a no-brainer top 20 pick. And I don't care that he averaged 3 points per game at UCLA. This dude's a dog. I liked him way more than Christian Brown. And I thought Christian Brown was just in his way all those years. And he's gotten better. So he may become a way better player than Max Strus. And if you're a Cavs fan, that's what you're hoping for, that he's going to get better. But the last time I saw these two players on the court, Max Strus is better. He's not a better dribble creator, but for what you need next to a James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, which is guys who need space to navigate pick and roll passing lanes, Peyton Watson offers a very different look. And when you consider that you're not getting any spacing from Evan Mobley reasonably, and you're getting zero spacing from Jared Allen, that three has to shoot. So, you know what I mean? Like,
well, Strus was a movement shooter. They're losing some of that. Like now, I think their best like movement shooter is probably Sam Merrill.
Yeah, they still got Sam over there.
They used to run them together though to create a lot of space. But
your shooters are coming off the bench though. You got Malik. You know, he's more of a scorer than a shooter, but like Malik can shoot. You got Jalen Tyson, who has a little bit of on ball stuff too. Now he's trying to show it, but he's a shooter as well. And then you got Sam Merrill. But like, what about that starting lineup?
You still have Donovan and James Harden in the starting lineup. I know, like, if one of them has the ball, technically they're not a spot up shooter still, but one of them is still be off the ball too. So like you still got them as well.
Hazonia is gonna have to shoot as well.
Dean never really impressed me too much as a shooter. Dean Wade, never really. Like, yeah, he stood in the corner and took threes. I don't never think he like hit him out of any kind of aggressive clip.
Yeah, I agree. Do we know if Hazonia was shooting it well last year? I haven't looked at it.
Hazonia, he's been his stint in the EuroLeague. He's been a good shooter. He's been a flat out scorer though. Hazonia in the EuroLeague, Hazonia's been a superstar.
Yeah,
won a championship. Went to the championship last year. Hey, they lost to my boys over at Olympiacos. Shout out my man Shaq. But Hazonia has been nothing short of a superstar for the last 4 years. And I actually think he's gonna come to the league and be all right. Hazonia, he's what 6'8", can shoot the ball, can put it on the floor, can pass, has a good feel. He's still athletic. Like I think Hazonia, I think he's gonna be all right for real.
His film looks
crazy. I think he'll be a cool piece coming off the bench. And he has a lot of confidence as well. So we'll just have to see. But fellas, we're going to go ahead and transition into our super chats. Salute to everybody that's watching right now. You guys know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, become a member, all of that good stuff. Oh, actually, before we get to the super chats, you know what? We'll get to the super chats. The first one we got is from none other, and it's only because I solemnly swore with my left hand. Tupac Westside sent through $10 and said, "Morning, fellas. Watson going to Cleveland. They look dangerous right now, but I don't know what Denver's doing. They'll still make the playoffs, but who knows how AG's going to look?" And Brown's self-explanatory.
Yep.
It'd be hilarious if Christian Brown is good next year. If you can hit corner threes, Christian Brown at a respectable clip, still be one of the best transition guards in the league, or get back to it at least as far as a play finisher.
I
mean, and maybe get a little bit better as a point of attack defender. They still not win no championship, but you know, that'll be a cool little team.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If he does that, yeah, for sure.
Maybe
He needs a
the
redemption.
trading for him. That'll be great for
The only way is up for him, so you've got to be better this year.
All right, Blackest Panther sent through $10 and said, "Thank you, Real Talk. Like, honestly, I put real lunch money in the chat and y'all playing. It's bad enough that the person I directed to leaves, but not reading it at all. What happened to the show I love?" I'm saying.
That's what I'm
Appreciate the lunch
saying.
money, but I want to know what happened to the panel I love too.
You know what? Honestly, use this moment to give a shout out to Dame, because Dame, y'all don't see behind the scenes on PC, and I'm not trying to reveal too much, but Dame been sticking up for the chat, so I appreciate Dame for doing that.
Yeah, Dame. We went into the locker room. I know y'all seen them skits, the LeBron skits. Dame basically sat us down and fired everybody up, and so
he did.
He told Swiper to stop derailing the show. He told Penn to mute his mic. He told Real Talk to act like he got some sense. He told Mars.
Yeah, like I've been seeing the accusations. Dame just want to agree with everybody. Dame don't want to ruffle no feathers. I mean, I promise you, bro. He ruffled a lot of feathers yesterday, man. He shook shit up.
Hey, man.
By saying read super chats.
Yeah,
no, it's just about respecting people's time.
He made you get your act together and come up here and make us solemnly swear.
Respecting people's hard-earned lunch money.
No, but hang on one second.
This is even feel like the noble act thing.
But Real Talk, you heard the story of the boy who cried wolf, right? See, people who are constantly like emotionally volatile, they get tuned out over a period of time. But people who never ruffle feathers, when they start speaking, people listen. You know what I mean? So that's like Dame. He had 2 bullets, right? And he fired one yesterday. So everyone pay attention to that. So, shout outs to Dame.
Just a bit of leadership, Real Talk. So.
Oh no, I agree. I'm saying that's not ruffling feathers, or at least it shouldn't.
My
Ron, were your feathers ruffled?
So Damian saying you niggas need to shut up while Ron reads super chats.
First
verbatim.
off, he didn't say that. We're not going to say he said that.
Oh, you went back and edited it?
I don't think I've ever said that word in my life.
You don't think?
Not bad.
I mean, objectively, we don't know. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? He did try to give Jay a monkey wrench. I'm just saying. So.
Oh, you're running with that now.
Yeah, that's your second bullet. You got to get Jay his you got to get Jay his wrench, but not a monkey wrench, an actual wrench.
Jay's coming for the wrench. I got him, don't worry.
All right, Dub Ball Out Highlight sent through $10 and said, "Hey Jokic, come to the Celtics. Come see what a real championship contending franchise looks like. Can y'all imagine a duo of Tatum and Jokic?" Let's talk about it.
Hey.
I'm actually not moved.
In Joe Mazzulla's offense, what does that look like?
Forcing Jokic to shoot 8 threes a game? Yeah, go ahead.
No,
go ahead
that's not what it would be. It would be Jokic facilitating for a 5-out offense and probably averaging like 13 assists per game as everyone around him takes 55 threes. And maybe he takes 4, 5, 6 as well.
He's actually been playing on lately better shooting talent teams in Denver than the one currently in Boston.
Is that a fact?
Denver last year to me had the most shooting talent in the league.
Is that a fact? What? The most shooting talent.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Nowhere near.
Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson, Jamal Murray. That's a lot of shooting talent. I'll give you that.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
So yeah, you got 4 knockdowns.
Peyton Watson when he played.
Spencer Jones.
Low volume,
streaky.
Come on.
Shots, but,
no, you cannot put Peyton Watson
what I'm
in
saying.
shooting talent.
I mean, I think
Charlotte had a lot of shooting talent last year.
I already said Charlotte, but thanks.
I actually just saw a video from a guy, Taylor something, on him. I'm actually going to inbox him to see if he wants to come on the show. From
good basketball index,
yes, and he showed last year that Jokic played with the most shooting talent in the league last year. I just saw the.
So it wasn't your opinion. It was.
Okay, but
Well, no,
You
well,
should
first off,
use
I said
talent takes
that
off
months-
the internet.
First off, I said
Stretchy
that
FC
months
is
ago.
back. Yeah,
First off,
Stretchy FC
I
is
said that
back,
months
okay.
ago.
So
But
You said it or swipe it.
so you really should be mad at Taylor for stealing your take.
No, I'm not mad. I mean, that just means if he's saying something I said, it means he knows ball. So why would I be mad about that?
All right, let me shout out Isaiah Jackson 8739. Salute to Isaiah. Appreciate you for joining up. We got another new member by the name of Nisha Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Nisha. Nisha or Nishia. I might have butchered your name, but I appreciate you, Miss Howard, for joining up. And Spanish Jose TV also joined as a YouTube member. Salute to those three. Appreciate you for joining up. If you're not a member yet, join up. Enjoy all the perks and all the good stuff that comes with it. All right, enough of these super chats. Let's get into it. You guys have waited all week.
We're gonna read 3 more.
Shit. Y'all done waited all week for the peak shooting guard list. Mars, let's get into it. We collectively and some other people, well, Mars, I'll let you actually tell the people about it. What are we doing and what do we have?
Her name is Nisha, by the way. She put it in the chat. Nisha.
So I had it right the first time.
Yes, you did.
Good work.
Thank you, Nisha.
Yeah, nice,
Shout out
fantastic.
Nisha, man.
We ain't never shout out a member this much.
I mean, for
I-
obvious reasons.
Sure.
Oh,
It was
Lord.
part 2 of the 6-part peak series on my channel. This week was the shooting guards. So everyone up here, except for Gary, apologies, I didn't know you until 12 hours ago. That's when I first heard of you. No offense. But pleasure to have you here. Sent me their top 10 shooting guard peaks of all time. And then I compiled the total list. And so once again, first place 10 points, all the way down to 10th place 1 point. Total points works its way up. We got 22 names in total. There were 3 separate ties. No, 4 separate ties. So 20 spots, but 22 names. In 20th place, it was Pete Maravich, Devin Booker, and Joe Dumars. In 18th place, it was Sam Jones and Mitch Richmond. In 17th place, it was David Thompson. In 15th place, it was Brandon Roy and Sidney Moncrief. In 14th place, it was Klay Thompson. In 12th place, it was Anthony Edwards and Vince Carter. In 11th place, it was Reggie Miller. And then into the top 10, we have Ray Allen at 10, Manu Ginobili at 9, Clyde Drexler at 8, George Gervin at 7, Allen Iverson at 6, Tracy McGrady at 5, James Harden at 4, Dwayne Wade at 3, Kobe Bryant at 2, and Michael Jordan in first. That was the list that came out. I think we actually did a pretty good job.
Very nice list.
Personally, anyway. Yeah, that's it.
Well, we got the top 3 right.
Mm-hmm.
We can all agree on that.
Retrospectively.
No, Damian had
Retrospectively, yes. Yeah.
Damian had Harden at 3, but once again, he doesn't want to
Instead
ruffle
of
feathers,
Wade?
so he's not going to stand on business. But he had Harden at 3.
No, retrospectively, I should have Wade. But I had Harden there when I submitted.
I had
As you
Wade
should
at
have.
I had Wade at 2.
Penn did.
What
have
is your
Wade at
list, Mars?
2.
We'll get
My
back to
list.
it. We're gonna get back
Real
to
talk.
it. I know we'll get back to it. I whenever we do these lists, I never really hear like Mars's list, and he's always like
Real talk,
you
Dan
never
Morris
really-
list.
you
You don't
never-
hear what Penn just said?
He had
I
Wade at
Euro
2, yeah.
pins Kobe hate. I'm used to it at this
It's
point.
not hate.
It is what it
It's
is.
it's
Sure,
it's
sure it
Dwayne
is.
Wade love.
Facts.
Yeah,
Get
I
him,
never-
Ron.
I
If
never-
you want to
I
get him,
never-
get him.
By the
What was
way,
the year?
never
caveat:
remember
if
anyone's
if
full
if
list,
if
by the way.
09 Dwayne Wade versus 08 Kobe Bryant. In fairness, if you define the peak of Kobe, why am I thinking about the MVP rankings? I could have defined the peak as whatever the hell I wanted, to be honest.
Could have.
Yeah.
And I did.
But what was your logic anyway there? What was your
My
logic?
logic was that 09 to 010 Dwayne Wade was just a little bit better than 02 to 06 Kobe.
09 Dwayne Wade wasn't better than 09 Kobe.
That's your opinion. And it's valid. It's really close. Splitting hairs. I knew how the list was gonna work. I knew how the list was gonna break down. I figured I give Dwayne Wade just a little extra pop in case there was some hardened people in the top 3.
Yeah, Penn was one of 2 people who didn't have Kobe at 2. So
Who's
he's
the other
right.
person?
Ox. But he had T-Mac at 2. But yeah, there wasn't much that was going to change Kobe at 2.
Is that really that crazy? Is it that crazy?
No, I mean,
it's really not.
If anyone watched, I mean, I considered D Wade at 2. I think Tyler considered D Wade at 2. No, I still went with Kobe, but I considered it. I just think D Wade is really good. So
to me, it's Michael Jordan by himself.
He's a hard out, but Kobe rules him out. I'm not gonna. The reason why I didn't even react all crazy is because I mean, as many people know, I'm very, 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 very high on 9 D Wade. So to me, it's not like the craziest statement in the world. I think it's a conversation, but I think Kobe every time wins the conversation, though, respectfully.
And I mean, and this isn't anything new. We've heard this before, so y'all don't act like this is your first time hearing this. But the way D Wade got number 2 votes, Kobe should have got a number 1 vote.
So number 1 votes. I was thinking about it.
Kobe should have got a number 1 vote.
D Wade got 1 number 2 vote,
and Kobe should have got one number 1.
Well,
but Jordan,
you have a vote. Like, if you wanted to,
I'm not saying for me. I sent you my list, but I'm saying like Kobe.
So
as close as what I'm saying is as close as D Wade is to Kobe. Kobe's that close to Mike.
No, he's not.
No one thought that. I don't know if anyone thought that, but no one put Kobe.
It's definitely some people that think that. I mean, we've heard people come up here and say
maybe people,
not plenty, but
none of them put him at 1. Yeah, but none of them put him at 1. That's what I'm saying.
I just don't even feel like arguing, so I just.
Well, you wasn't even on the show, so you didn't have to.
But I'm saying even during the list, like because you name the list and the people, and so it'd be like, real talk, Kobe number 1, and then. As we usually do with your list, then the next day I'll be on PC and be so real talk. Yeah, Kobe number. I just don't feel like
you still don't have to argue with them. They're in the chat. Like they can't talk to you. But go ahead, Damon.
Was there just on the Kobe Jordan stuff? Was the Jordan years like there was a few different peaks people gave?
Yeah. So the most common stretch was late 80s, early 90s. Ox went from 87 to 98, so he had like the longest peak. Followed by Ron, who went 88 to 96. But most people went in and around 88 to 93. Some people went a bit shorter, so they would go 89 to 93, or 89 to 91, or 88 to 91. But those 5 years were basically the same range that everyone sent. No one really went towards second 3P Mike, except Ron went to the first year of it, and Ox went all the way throughout. But basically everyone else was on the same page. In terms of MJ, most people were on the same page in terms of Kobe as well. Some people obviously wanted to include 03, so they went a bit earlier, but most people went 06 to 2010, 09, whatever the case may be. So most peaks were pretty consistent.
Yeah, that's good then.
AG. So in terms of your shooting guard list, can you give us like your 1 through 4?
I mean, I like the 1 through 4 that you guys have. I probably would have put James Harden above D Wade, but hearing like the peaks that you guys are talking about, I mean, I get it. Well, what'd you guys do for James Harden? Because I mean, what he was doing with Houston at that time was crazy. I mean, scoring the ball, triple doubles, and all that. Like, I mean, I'm a D Wade fan. I'm a D Wade fan. He'll never go over like MJ or Kobe for me, but to put him 3, I think. You could do that and put D Wade number 4. I like that.
Did James in fact peak higher than D Wade?
I mean,
I think you can make the argument.
What he averaged 36.
He did
30,
MVP
34, 31.
It was 30, 36, 34.
Ron, there was a time. There was a time with Harden where you and your buddies in the group chat were asking if you were tuning in because there was a chance that you might miss an historic performance. Like that's the point we got to Harden when he was at his best. Like. He actually changed the rules. Like he's one of the guys that changed the rules, bro. Like if that's not peaking high, man, what is? So I think he has an argument. Like it was pretty insane what Harden was doing, man. At the time, if you're looking back, there was teams were trying to invent ways to stop him in the postseason. The first round series was bizarre with Ricky Rubio trying to guard him from behind to stop the step back three, hands behind the back. Like, I mean, offensively, it was pretty special, man.
I'm as a Houston resident, everybody did not enjoy watching Harden play basketball. I can assure you of that.
I second that.
Social media.
That's
can
facts.
assure
That's
you of
facts.
that. Yeah, I mean,
That's fact.
Yeah.
People thought he was
He was manipulating the game.
of the league. Yeah,
They thought it was like a gimmicky style of basketball, just bad step. Like, so, you know, I respect to James. I just don't. I can't for myself. I can't see an argument of him being a better basketball player than Dwayne Wade at their best. I honestly don't even think there's an argument. Besides, he averaged a lot of points. Like,
I mean, but that's a thing though. Real talk, and I'm debating for James Harden right now, just simply because I do. Even as a James Harden hater, I gotta acknowledge that that 3-year stint was ridiculous. Well,
none of those 3 years are better than 09 Wade.
I mean, you had him at
MVP.
Triple double.
MVP.
60-point triple double. Went into the
did.
Garden.
Maybe he had the first ever 60-point
40 point triple double. I think at the Garden. Like
2 scoring titles and an assist title too, right? Led the league in steals one of those years.
He led the league in scoring 3 times.
That's a hell of a peak.
Where Wade gets it defensively, Wade was it was crazy, bro. That's where I think the separator was looking back. But Harden was cold, man. Harden was crazy, bro.
I mean, and Damian had him at 3. I had him at 4. Real Talk and Penn had him at 5, and Ron had him at 6. So even at 6, there was the flip. He had him below Iverson and Iverson and T-Mac. Iverson and T-Mac. T-Mac for Penn and Real Talk.
I'm not mad at it.
My top 5 was pretty clear cut for me. Like, I kind of knew those were the 5 I was going to put. It was just depending on what order I went with. Like, I knew MJ was going to be 1, and then everything else was kind of just up in the air a little bit of what was coming next. But those are my 5. I knew that from the start.
My one,
second 5.
My one that I got. You guys think Ginobili's peak is better than Vince's peak?
No,
I do. Yeah, I do.
This is, I mean, it's just going off of the averages, right? Like, I saw that one, I was like, damn.
It's really close.
Yeah, Ginobili.
Yeah, Ginobili was in 9th and Vince was in 12th.
12th, yeah.
And
so they're in the same range.
Did people give you like
kind of, yeah? There was 17 points between them though.
Yeah.
Did people give you like no one gave you like New Jersey Nets? Did they? They gave you all Raptors?
No, every Vince I got was like 2001.
Yeah, cool.
Well, Ron went 2000 to 05, so I mean, yeah, he did.
So you included all the injury years? Nice.
It wasn't. I mean, I seen 05 Vince when he teamed up with Buddy in New Jersey. That shit was crazy. That was
the Vince was still getting to it.
Yeah,
like
we're not gonna act like Vince fell off a
ball in basket for sure.
Yeah, Vince went to the Nets and was getting bit, and he was still dunking too. Y'all remember he caught the reverse oop,
he was
down. Vince was still crazy. Yeah. Oh,
that dunk on Alonzo was insane.
Yeah. Vince was.
Is there any thought process on like 3-year peak is better than 2-year peak or 1-year peak? Like I know there's no hard and fast rules, but like if a guy legitimately
like something,
I have thought about that, Pen, when thinking about these lists though.
But
like does like a yeah. I have thought about, does a 3 to 4 year peak supersede like a 1-year peak or a 2-year peak? I have thought about that when putting together these lists, but I don't know how much it's weighed into my decision making thus far. But has it played a part for your list when you're putting them together?
Yeah, for me, if it's close between 2 people, I'm gonna go with the longer peak. Or like if it's like a tiebreaker, the one who. If one peak is 3 years and one is 4 years, I'll go with the one that was 4 years. You give me an extra year at that level. But if I think it's like quite clearly someone else, you having a longer peak isn't going to change my perspective on it. So it's really just used as a tiebreaker for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why I'm comfortable doing different length peaks for everyone. Like MJ, I went 5 years. Kobe, I went 5 years. D Wade, I went 3 years. Harden, I went 3 years. T Mac was 2 years. Ginobili was like 6. George Gervin was 5. Iverson, I think I went with 5 or 6 years. Drexler was like 3 years. And then Reggie Miller was like 5 years. So it all just depends on the player and how much I think you sustained it.
Yeah.
Hey, so I actually, looking back on my list, talk.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Too low, too high? We're fine?
You could turn it up a little bit more than this.
No, turn it down. Turn it down.
I think it's good where it is, but I don't know. But Ron.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk to you guys about T-Mac because Ox had T-Mac at 2. I went back and forth, and looking at it, I actually put T-Mac over D-Wade. And so I want to know how you guys feel about T-Mac's peak. And more so, I don't think he is Kobe. I do think he's pretty close. But I want to talk about T-Mac and D-Wade. At their best, how y'all feel about that?
I think it's a winning bias.
I mean, to Marza's point, I very comfortably knew my top 5 was going to be MJ, Kobe, Wade, Harden, and T-Mac. Like, T-Mac was definitely going to be in the top 5. He was like he was crazy, man. Like he was a monster. He could hang with anyone. Him and Wade. It's a bloody good question. I don't know. I think T-Mac might have peaked longer than Wade, to be fair. Like T-Mac was what, 2000 to what, to maybe 2005, maybe 2004. I think
Wade
I would
longer.
That, yeah,
Wade
I would call that
way longer.
optimistic. Yeah, I would call that optimistic.
Wade peaked longer.
Maybe I'm pushing it.
Wade was awesome in 2005. Awesome.
He missed 06.
Wade
right?
just had injuries and
He missed.
Wade came to the league getting busy.
They won it. Yeah.
Yes.
1 year he got injured. Wade, I forget which year. Was
It
08?
was 07 and 08.
07,
He missed
yeah.
time
I will
with
say
both
this:
years.
Raptors Tracy McGrady, the last year of him, a little bit underrated. That dude was awesome. Like even in his final year, he was really good. Like the two-way stuff, the shot blocking, the passing, he was really showing flashes of like a young Scottie Pippen. And then he goes to Orlando, and it's something like some shit you ain't never seen before. Like holy crap! Like Butch Carter was really holding him back. So that version of T-Mac, I'm not mad at it if somebody put him 1. I'd be mad if someone put him 1, but I'm not mad at 2. So like between him, Kobe, Wade, Harden, I have a preferred order, but I'm not mad at any order.
So this is a list of some good guys right there.
Ron,
T-Mac had more 03 years, I maybe could have got him as high as 2. But 03 is kind of an outlier among even his peak years. So that's why I had him at 5, because 02 isn't as good as 03, and 04 isn't as good as 03. But if 02 and 04 were as good as 03, maybe I could get him as high as 2. Maybe.
See, Mars, I defer with you on this one. You see, my peak was 02 to 06.
Yeah,
and the reason Mars, I seen 13 points in 35 minutes. I see T-Mac with the Rockets.
Well, 13 points in 35
35 seconds. My bad. 35 seconds. My bad. 13 points in 35 seconds. Houston T-Mac was putting belt to ass, y'all. I remember the hang dribble.
He was still really good.
Pull up threes, middies, passing, everything. And T-Mac for the Rockets to still go dunk on you too. T-Mac wasn't
started a little bit.
They started, but when he was playing, he was still cooking.
Yeah, I was thinking like first year Rocket McGrady. I'm kind of still with you, but
yeah, like if I'm I don't need to be very optimistic. If I'm somewhat optimistic, I could hear you on a 05 T-Mac. Once you start telling me about 06 and 07, like 06 is just injury riddled. 07, he's just not.
He's not the same.
Yeah, like so for me, like the longest I could go would be like 02 to 05. That would be the absolute longest I could go.
But maybe push it to 01 to 05.
Yeah, sure. 01 to 05 would probably be the longest I could go, but nah.
We were talking about yesterday, Ron, the greatest individual seasons in NBA history, and LeBron's 2009 was there. if we're saying that, D Wade's peaking at the same time as that, and he's basically looking LeBron in the eyes and in MVP races and in some people's eyes and things of that nature, it goes to show how high he actually peaked. So it probably is a good indication that he probably did peak a little higher than T-Mac, but I don't think the gap is big, man. T-Mac, like 03 T-Mac he could also look anyone in the eyes probably. Like if you put him in 09, he's probably in that race too. So it's tough, man. Splitting hairs for me.
03 T-Mac had a best in the world case. So, yeah, good player.
What about Iverson?
Iverson came.
Great question.
Sixth? Yeah, Iverson came. Iverson was
a
funny
6th.
because he was very clearly above 7th. Like he was 20 points above 7th, but he was also 30 points behind T-Mac. So like he was just by himself in 6th, basically.
Yeah.
Like it was like he's a tier above Gervin, but he's a tier below T-Mac for a lot of people. I had him. Let me just check. I had him at 8. Penn had him at 9. Real Talk had him at 7. Ron had him at 5. Damien had him at 6. So most of us had him in and around the same range, 5 through 8, 9-ish.
What was his years? What was his years?
I went 01 to 06.
Yeah.
Penn went 2000 to 03. Real Talk went 2000 to 05. Ron went 99 to 06. So Ron has a pattern of he picks the longest peaks for people, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I'm just
He led the league in scoring in 99, right?
Sure.
Pretty sure he did.
I wouldn't know.
He did.
I went straight MVP season.
I think he
And then
averaged 28. Led the league in
just
scoring, averaged
01.
28.
Yeah, so everyone went with different time periods, but 01 was included for everyone.
Yeah.
But most people just went early 2000s Iverson, basically, which makes sense.
When y'all do, like, I kind of view peaks more so along the line of like Ron than because let's go back to McGrady. I think McGrady is still up and around the same player as he was in 03 in 2005. Now, does he have a better shot making season in 03? Yes, but like I'm saying the physical traits are still there, the athleticism, the skill set is still on par of that. You're gonna have seasons where you make your threes, you maybe don't make your threes, or your jumper is a little bit off. But like I don't start considering it really out of your peak prime per se until I really feel like you've really taken a step back as a player.
That's
like
fair.
I don't think 05 T-Mac was like a tier below 03 Mac. I just think 03 Mac shot the ball better that season, if that makes sense.
I think it's the difference between prime and peak, really. Like I think peak's probably the best version of those prime years. That's how I view it anyway. I could be alone on that, but that's how I view it. I think guys have long primes. I think they have probably shorter peaks. Not to say that the peak is only 1 year. It can be 1, 2, maybe even 3 years. Some guys are really special, like Jordan, and the peak is hard to distinguish within the prime. But that's how I view it. I don't know if anyone else is like that.
Hey, how many scoring titles is in the top 5?
Oh, Jordan got 10 by himself. Kobe got 2, so that's 12. Wade got 1, that's 13. Harden's got 3, so 16. T-Mac's got 2, 18. That's the 5, and then Iverson has 4. So if you want to go down to him, I forgot what number I was at. I think that's 22.
That's 6.
And then even below him, you got George Gervin, who I think has 4. So in like the top 7, there's like 27 scoring titles.
This got to be the most scoring titles of any top 10, right? Easily.
I would assume. Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, it's the shooting guard position. I would hope so.
Sinners is going to clean up too, but
is it the weakest current position in the league? Do you think?
Yeah, but that's only because they make all good shooting guards try and make them point guards. But
yeah,
that's a different conversation, I guess.
Agree.
I think the top 10 in the shooting guards was strong, personally, very strong. But I think the top 10 in all of these positions is going to be strong.
Garrett, did you have any like pushback as far as like the Allen Iverson ranking? Are you high on Allen Iverson?
I am, bro. Cause just because you said that too. He had 4 shooting, or scoring titles in there. Like, I mean, or not the T-Mac, but the D Wade, and James Harden. I probably had James Harden 3. D Wade, honestly, that's where as we keep talking, he probably goes a little lower. I mean, I'll
Really?
probably take
Oof.
Iverson
Yeah, you
or
sleep.
T Mac. No,
Yeah, you sleep
I
on D
love D Wade. I
Wade.
love D Wade. '06, he was, amazing. Obviously, he won him the championship with Shaq and them. But I mean, seeing what Iverson and those guys did, and right now I'm on a kick of like watching all these old games right now on YouTube. So like he gave the Lakers their only one loss in that year, right? In the finals. Obviously, they gentlemen sweep them after that. But I mean, what he was doing that year, MVP, D Wade doesn't have an MVP, more scoring titles during that peak. Like I think it's a good argument that you could say he had a better peak.
Hoopers tend to really love Allen Iverson, so I knew it was a bit of a pushback there. The more
Yeah,
I
I was
watch
like,
AI, I will say this: I do feel like his best attribute was not optimized fully in Philly. I think Allen Iverson is a demon transition player. Probably at his peak, the fastest player in the league, and I don't think that was really optimized in the dead ball era to its full extent.
Yeah.
I feel like if he, no shade to everybody, well, some people's favorite, but like you put AI with the 7-second or less offense in Phoenix, I
oh
think
my God.
some of the efficiency
Boy.
gets a little bit better. I think we see even more like the passing chops.
Yeah.
He was really
More
good, man.
spacing, more shooters.
How do you
So
get
yeah,
more spacing, though?
I kind of do get. I'm probably higher on Allen Iverson than some of like the stat people per se, but I'm not all the way there to where I'm like he's not better than Dwayne Wade though. I can't get there, but great player.
I mean, the team he played with too. Like he had Dikembe Mutombo, Aaron McKee, who's the
Eric
point guard?
Snow, Eric Snow,
Matt
Eric
Geiger,
Snow.
Jermaine Jones. Yeah,
Like
there's a lot of
Tyron
guys.
Hill.
what he was doing with that team is crazy. Like to even get him there, and I get it. The East was down a little bit,
But
at that
low key,
time.
that team was underrated as hell.
I mean,
But
they were a strong
defensively,
defense, and especially in the regular season. But in
And they
the
let him
playoffs,
just shoot everything.
they needed AI's offense to get them through some of those
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
Especially like the Bucks game 6 and game 7, like he was huge for them. But also in that playoff run, because you said you were watching those old games, I've watched pretty much as many of those games as possible. In my humble opinion, every shooting guard AI saw on the run to the finals played better than him in the
Play
series
better
they
than
played
him.
against them.
Yeah.
Every single one. Reggie Miller
him
played
and Ray-
better than him in the
him and
first
Ray
round,
Allen.
but they lost. Vince Carter played better than him in the second round.
Vince was going
but
crazy.
Yeah,
Toronto
Vince is going
lost.
crazy.
If Vince
Yeah.
makes that shot, I actually think
In
we view
games,
Vince
yeah,
very
Vince-
similarly to how we
Yeah.
view AI.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. And then Ray Allen played better than him in the conference finals, but they lost again. And the Raptors and Bucks took him to 7 games. And then Kobe still played well in the finals. I think if you want to say AI played better than Kobe, that's fine, but whatever. But like, there's an argument to be made that AI lost his position battle in every single rounds of the run that everyone pedestalizes him for. And I'm not saying that makes him a better or worse player. It's just an observation I make.
Mars, in 2001, if you had to rank Vince Carter, Ray Allen, Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson in terms of playoff performances, how would you rank those 4 players?
Playoff performances?
Kobe.
Wait, so the names you said were what? Vince, AI, Ray, and Vince, AI, Ray, and Kobe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Kobe's one. Kobe's one. Yeah, Kobe's one.
It's between Ray and Vince, huh?
AI wasn't guarding those guys though.
This has to be a per game situation as opposed to a cumulative because 2 guys made the finals.
For everyone, that's why I'm struggling with a little bit.
AI wasn't guarding those guys.
Kobe is a very, very, very like respectfully, he probably shouldn't be with these guys. I want to say Kobe, Ray, AI, Vince. That's what I want to say, but I'm not dying on that hill. Because Vince struggled in that first round against the Knicks. Once again, it's a 2-series sample, so if one of those series he struggled. Whereas I think Ray was probably more consistent. And then AI, the larger sample, even though he struggled in certain instances, he still had like some historic moments, including that Game 7 against the Bucks. So I'd probably go Kobe, Ray, AI Vince.
You're muted, Ron. That's why I was pointing to the mic.
Oh, my bad. I want to segue this into Ray Allen, actually. Ray Allen, he was 10th on the list. I didn't have him in my top 10, but Ray was like that.
Oh, he was, yeah.
Ray was one that was weird because everyone gave kind of different years for Ray Allen. I think that's the common trend you find with like his archetype. People struggle to diagnose when his peak is because he shoots the ball so well and the shooting doesn't really decline. When do you determine when he peaks? So some people went with just the Sonics years. Some people went all the way he got to Boston. Some people included the Bucks years. Like,
Boston.
yeah, Swiper. Shout out to Swiper. He went to 08.
Definitely not the Boston years.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, so like Real Talk went 01 to 07. So he went with like, I think the longest peak. Pirate went with the early 2000s. So he went strictly Bucks peak. And then Ox went with 06. So Sonics Ray. Jordan went with Sonics Ray 04 to 07. I'm not going to read off everyone, but a lot of Sonics Ray. Swiper, like I said, went from Bucks all the way to Boston. Low went with just Bucks Ray. So like everyone was basically giving me different peaks for Ray Allen, which was, I think, kind of cool.
He was just good for a long time, but he didn't have very clear peaks, which is a blessing.
Well, I think he was just peaking for quite some time. Did the game kind of change from Milwaukee to Seattle? Sure. Yes. More off ball in Seattle, probably. But like the effectiveness though was still very much
when I watch when you watch Ray Allen in the 90s, he's so athletic.
Yeah, he is.
Ray Allen was good.
But his athleticism kind of, it was weird to me how I don't want to say it fell off, but his athletic decline was like, it was drastic between 2000 and 2005. And like, he was still like, Ray is still go dunk something, but he wasn't. I just found it weird. I thought he should have been a little more athletic. And that's why I'm not as high with Ray with the Sonics. And obviously you guys know you see G got the Sonics hat. We was watching Ray Allen, 82 games of Ray. I wasn't as high on Ray because I thought he shot too many threes. And I know like it's Ray Allen, but I wanted to see him. I was expecting a little bit more Milwaukee. Like just watching him, I'm like, man, you can't get downhill a little bit more. You can't get to the rack a little bit more. So I kind of held that against him in terms of me or him against like a Vince or T-Mac or Allen Iverson or Kobe, because those guys were elite at getting downhill, elite at getting to the rim, would still kill you in the mid-range, and they had the three ball. Not to Ray Allen's level, obviously, but they were scoring on all three levels. Ray, to me, he left a little bit to be desired getting to the rack and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm looking at y'all talk about Ray Allen like he was in a wheelchair in Seattle.
Man.
So when you get to Seattle, I'm looking at his like percentage of field goal attempts distance. A lot of people like 01 to 03 Ray, right? 0 to 3 feet percentage of shots. 23.5 in 01. That's his highest, actually. So I'll give you that. Well, besides his rookie year. But then the next year, it's 16.7% of his shots, 0 to 3 feet. In 03, he's still in Milwaukee. That's the year he gets traded, but it's 16.5%. And then in 04, it's 18. In 05, it's 18.5. In 06, it's 14.5. In 07, it goes back up to 18.5. Like, it's relatively the same amount of shot, or at least percentage of his shots at the basket in Seattle, didn't it? Now, I'm not saying he definitely wasn't as vertically gifted in Seattle, but like, first off, he was still dunking shit in Seattle too. So let's not act like he wasn't doing that.
It was just a big drop off
burst in Seattle as well.
No, he did. It was just a big in from Milwaukee. Ray was coming with it. He was coming through and putting you in the basket. If you jump, you was gonna get put on a poster with Ray. In Seattle, it just wasn't like that. But like once again, also too, look at the class that he played with. This was the best shooting guard era. He played with Manu Ginobili. He played with.
Was Manu on your list, Ron?
Nah, I didn't have Manu on my list. But he played with Manu. He played with Kobe. He played with D Wade, Iverson, Brandon Roy. Like he was
Reggie.
Vince T-Mac.
Brandon is a little
Reggie.
Brandon Roy.
I just had to throw
you got the end of Reggie as well.
I had to throw my dude in there.
Vince.
Shout out to you. You had him 7th. Shout out to Brandon Roy. Right
This
below
was
James
but to run your point, this felt like an old school tilted, like it was more tilted towards the old school, like the mid 2000s. It seemed like the golden era, right? So just it goes to show, like I think there was more modern guys maybe on the point guard list, Mars. I could be wrong about that.
Let's
but
see.
how close were any modern guys here, Mars? Who was the closest?
Ant was the closest. Ant was. I'm not gonna say he just missed out, but he was tied with Vince. He came 12th. A few people had him already. My co-host John D had him in 6th. But a few people gave Ant like some 8th, 9th, 10th love, and I got him like his 20 points. But he was the closest. No other real modern guys, unless you're counting Clay. I guess. Clay. Clay was then the next closest. He was right. He had 7 points, so no one really had him. A few people did. And then other than that, like it's Devin Booker with 1/10th place, but no one else really got any consideration. Yeah,
the 2 guard definitely took a major dip after the 2000s. The 2 guard spot, like we're not seeing the same caliber of player at the 2 guard like we used to. Devin Booker really good, but respectfully, like I don't even know if I'm taking peak D Book over peak Ray Allen, let alone in conversations with like 2003 Tracy McGrady or 09 Wade. Like he's not in those convos. Donovan Mitchell, who to me prior to last year had been the best 2 guard in the league for the last couple seasons, he's not in these conversations. Klay Thompson, respectfully, not in these convos. I think after Kobe, the best 2 guard at that time, right after, was like DeMar DeRozan.
It was James Harden, but yeah.
Oh, well, true. I kind of
because he's the modern guy who obviously came.
Yeah, but like straight
so
2
Ant's
guard.
probably the next great 2 guard, right?
Yeah, Ant is the one. He has to be the one.
Well, we'll see what Darren Peterson becomes as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
Eager to see that.
I think he's got that type of upside as well to make himself a feature of these lists in the future. Other than that, well, it's a bit dark,
But with Ant though, like where do you guys think he'll eventually peak out on this list? How high do you guys think he could get?
I think he can get as high as 3. If the Ant in my mind,
of course, it stops at 3.
It's gonna be hard to break the top 5 for me, but we'll see. He's still got a lot.
Top 5 is difficult, but I think it's attainable. Best case scenario, like if everything goes the way like it could, I think he could get to 2. I'm not betting on it, but I do think if everything went the way it could, he could get to 2. Which means I think Ant has top 10 player of all time potential.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. Yeah.
I'm not saying, once again, that's I think it's a low percentage that happens, but I think that's true for a lot of people. But realistically, if Ant doesn't get, once again, all due respect, if Ant doesn't end up above Allen Iverson, I would be disappointed.
That's the name I'm thinking too, Mars. He can
6,
catch
right?
AI.
AI came 6th, but on my list he was 8th. But if he doesn't come above Allen Iverson, I would be disappointed.
Yeah, he should do it.
Ant is the most talented guard in the league right now. I keep saying, like, I strongly believe
guard that includes like point guards.
Yes,
so that includes Luka, Shea, K.
How do you define talent?
When I look at a guy, I'm like, oh, this nigga's moving different than everybody else in the league. Like he has a bit of that prime Jordan Wade-ish. It's like he's moving different than nobody. Luka can't
Luka's not
put the
moving
ball in
different.
one hand and hit the jet and then go
But,
dunk on it.
Lucas
Like, they're not
Lucas
doing
got
that.
gifts.
No,
that Ant
yeah,
doesn't
Luka's
have.
moving different too.
Luke's got
has
gift.
a-
Luke's
yeah,
got
Luka
Lucas
has
got
a
gifts. Ant doesn't.
cerebral gift that, like, since he was 12, that you also just can't teach.
But one thing that also like confirmed it to me too, as far as like his talent and basketball like gifts, to me, being like, oh, I shot threes with Steph Curry this offseason, and then I came back statistically the best high volume 3-point shooter in the league. Like, to me, that's also
the
talent.
ability to acquire skills.
Yeah,
quickly.
to acquire things that quickly. Like,
What it is
I
for
agree.
me
I
is,
do think that's
is
a
the
talent.
athleticism.
I do think that's a talent.
I think the athleticism puts him in a different tier in that way. But
I agree.
You think
When we
he's
talk
more
about overall
talented?
tools,
Oh, you said God. Yeah, okay. You said God. I was about to ask about Wemby. Do you think he's the most talented player in the league?
Only ones I would put over him is like Wemby.
Jokic.
No. True. I'm searching for names. I don't.
You think he's more talented than Kevin Durant? Or are you not thinking
right
about
now?
the goaltenders? I don't think you lose talent.
He's not more talented than LeBron James.
Do you think you
Durant
lose
has
talent?
lost talent. He's lost.
I think you can lose. I don't
part of
think you
KD's
lose talent.
talent was
I don't think
the
talent is
athletic.
something you lose.
well, yeah, if athleticism is
But we
included
might
in
be
talent,
defining
so
things differently. But I don't think you lose talent.
We need to define talent.
I think what talent is just
I don't think
to me it's your overall ability. So like height goes in there, athleticism goes in there, fluidity goes in there. To me, that's talent. Skill is a little different than talent.
Okay.
Talent is just something you have, in my opinion. I don't think it's losable. The same way I don't think it's attainable.
So you don't think athleticism goes into talent?
I think athletic gifts are.
You think Kevin
talent-based.
Durant right now is as talented as he was in 2014?
I think Kevin Durant in 2007 was as talented as he was in 2014 because talent is talent.
But
What you
talent
build
is
on top of
attainable.
the
Talent
talent is no
diminishes
longer
over time.
talent.
Talent is
in my
attainable.
I
You
don't
can
agree.
become more flexible. You can become more explosive. You can become all.
Yeah,
the
I don't
things
think
that-
that's talent. Yeah, I think that's just skill
Okay.
development.
So
That
I
is
guess-
talent, though. Your
Yeah,
ability
that's what
to.
we're just disagreeing.
your talent diminishes when
we're
your
just
body
disagreeing.
can't do what you want it to do.
Like,
I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
Google the definition of talent because maybe I am wrong. In my mind, talent is just things you have, like naturally.
God-given
you
ability.
have-
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't teach someone to become more talented. In my mind, that's not a thing. The same
Did
way
Ben
once you have
Simmons
it, you
not
don't
become less
lose
talented?
talent. No, he got hurt and became a worse player. I don't think he became less talented.
But to me, what goes into talent is like your threshold.
It's a natural inborn ability. Like,
Yeah.
Right, but
nature
that's
versus nurture.
to me, what I'm saying is I think I'm defining something that you're born with. Your threshold of being able to hit a ceiling of something, including athleticism, is talent. Right? There are people that can go outside and let's put an example like this. There are other 6'8", 250-pound people that can go outside and train all day and put in the same amount of hours on their body. They're still not going to reach the athletic capability of LeBron James. That's talent. People that me, Penn, you, everybody up here can shoot just as many shots as Steph Curry on a daily basis. We're never going to shoot like Steph Curry because his threshold of getting somewhere, that is his talent. So, and to me, Penn's point is like getting more athletic. To what extent can you be, like, what level of athlete can you reach is innate talent, in my opinion.
But that's a range.
yeah, but once you
It's always
decline,
gonna be a
you've
range.
lost the talent. That's what I'm saying. I
So
think you still have, like,
Mars's point is
ahead.
like there's like it's the same reason why some people can just sing because they're just born with a God-given talent that doesn't necessarily go away. I think where it differs though is when you get into a sporting or competitive environment, athleticism then becomes something that is the variable. So Kevin Durant in 2007 doesn't look the same as Kevin Durant in 2026 because the athleticism goes because his body can't do essentially what his mind or his talent wants him to do. So the player ends up looking different. but the fundamentals are still probably there. Like if he wanted to, his body just can't. So that's why players get worse. It's not that they get less talented, but like Shaquille O'Neal, for example, he can't dunk anymore. It's not that like he lost the ability to dunk. It's that his body cannot physically get up and dunk the basketball anymore.
But Damien, athleticism is a talent.
Yeah,
though.
after his hip.
I separate athleticism and talent because I think that it makes distinguishing plays to me a little bit easier. I think that. Yeah,
I think they're intertwined.
I think they are too. A talent is a gift.
I don't think once you decline athletic.
No, I think you have athletic gifts, of course.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So talent is a gift. Athleticism is a gift that you're like. There's some people like, yeah, you work on your athleticism and you can take your athleticism to another level. But like, Giannis,
do you think athleticism is just genetics, though?
Athleticism,
well, yeah, that is a
component.
It's not. It's a component.
Well, he was going to say it's a factor. Almost gets.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I'm saying like, if I'm born 6'11", and if I'm born sleek,
God, damn, I feel bad for your mother if you're born 6'11". Jesus.
if I come out 6'11" and I'm able to run like a gazelle and I'm able to jump high, and I'm talking about Giannis in 2015-16. Giannis that is a gift. That was a talent that Giannis had. Now, yes, he built on that. And he ended up getting stronger. He ended up getting actually even more athletic. But like Giannis is 6'11" and a freak athlete.
But he became more coordinated.
Okay,
that's
so
something
he refined his talents. He took his talents to another level, but he was already talented.
There's no way that you could watch Giannis at 18 and watch Giannis at 25. And if I asked you the question, how talented is the player you're watching, that you would come up with the same answer. Because if that were the case, Giannis would have gone a lot higher than 4 or 15.
He's still, well, I mean, getting drafted at 15 is still crazy. The reason why he got drafted at 15, but okay, it could be a weak draft. But the reason why he got drafted was because of his one talent. And I don't want to say one talent. I don't want to diminish him, but it was mainly due to the fact that that is his talent. That's the talent I'm talking about.
It was his measurements and the potential for him to be a point.
So there's
forward.
A part.
That's why he got drafted.
Hang on. There's a part of what you're defining, which is the God-given gifts, that you're not going to move too much. Your wingspan, your hand size, some degree of your motor function and coordination, proprioception, natural strength, your center of gravity. These things are not going to change too much. How coordinated you are can change. How fast you are can change. Now, I can train every day. I'm never going to be as fast as Craig Claxton or Allen Iverson. But I could be faster than you if I trained every day. And I was young enough to do it. You. No, I'm kidding. No, not you. I was fast as hell. First of all, I was fast as hell. I'm going to let you know that. I was fast as hell. But I probably can't be as fast as you because you got much longer limbs than me. And you're very coordinated for a 6'4" guy.
Right?
And what?
Melanin.
Melanin got nothing to do with this for me. But you know,
that's not what I was about to say, Chad. Mars is
no, but I'm saying like Shea has gotten more talented. There's no way you can deny that. There's no way. You watch Shea in college. You watch Shea today. He's become a more. I just disagree. When people say shooting talent. What does that mean?
No, but Penn, I think a lot of people confuse skill acquisition with like talent. Steph Curry may have like an innate talent to shoot the ball, but he became the best shooter by developing the skill itself. Shooting free throws is a skill. There's a difference between a skill and a talent. A talent is innate ability. Skill is like learned competency. We went through this previously. It's nature versus nurture. Like
how does someone make a free throw?
It's skill acquisition.
Get the ball and they throw it towards the rim from the free throw line, and it goes through the rim, and they made the free throw.
Sort of, yes. However,
sort of.
Hang on. Intellectual curiosity.
Sure.
Okay.
Enlighten me.
Why can players make more free throws in an open gym than they could ever make in a game? Even the greatest free throw shooter. When you consider Steph's free throw talent, like his natural ability to shoot, comes down to a lot of factors, which includes a lack of hand size. If his hands were bigger, he'd be a worse shooter, more likely than not. Depth perception is huge.
I mean, also
depth perception can be refined.
It's also just a different environment. I mean, in terms of
the environment
rate,
changes.
being composed, fans,
Yes.
noise, like distractions, all of those things can affect.
Which is a
percentages.
huge deal that I think doesn't get brought up enough.
I mean, yeah, like once again, we watch humans play basketball, so
Steph
like
sees
outside
better.
distractions are going to
Steph's
affect.
sight is a talent.
I
It
think
has
Steph wears
been-
contacts.
Well, I'm saying his sight, which is to say his ability to narrow his focus, is a talent. There have been like plenty of studies that have said that he's trained this talent, or you could say it's a skill. But that light test that he does, you've seen what I'm talking about, right? Like he's dribbling, and then he's like, that is a talent. The ability to kind of blur the audience, blur the crowd, blur the that shirtless dude who's got a sign saying Steph sucks, and he's trying to get your attention. The guy who's throwing the thing up, all the sounds, all of that, the ability to hone that out. That can't just all be skill. That there's like a mental component to it. That's a skill?
That to me is skill acquisition, yes. That to me is like, well, you can't be born with the ability to hit those light sensors and things. Like, to me, that's skill acquisition. That's not something anyone is born with. That's building on what gifts you have, which is skill. Like penalties, for example, or free throws. Penalties or free throws, you can practice as much as you want, but some like you said, some people don't translate. James Harden just signed a new deal.
3 years, 97 million.
He's stay getting paid. Shout out to Harden.
Damn.
Shout outs.
Oh, nice. Yeah, look good.
Yeah.
Generational.
Damn, boy.
Yeah, man.
Harden made what over half of.
Wait, they just signed James for
half
3
a deal?
years?
Yes.
30 a year, yeah.
That's
32.
bad.
Man,
Harden made over half a bill in his career.
Who is his
Not to,
agent?
mention
Contract money.
not to mention he with Adidas, so
Yeah,
they-
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, ooh. And he been with them for a
Do
little
it.
minute.
Yeah.
And he got crazy signatures, like yeah.
97.
Give me Harden career over throw a nigga I think
Bubba
they won a
Orr?
championship.
Iman Shumpert.
Any day. Iman Shumpert.
James. Okay,
all of
yeah,
them.
this brings him over 500 million in career contracts
Yup.
Jesus.
That's dope.
because he was at 413 before this new contract. So he's gonna be at what 503 ish.
Yeah. And Harden used to be outside.
Oh no, he's gonna be
Houston
at like 510.
spending
You-
money.
You know
You
what?
could just be out and run into James Harden regularly out here.
I know
And
some.
It's
Go ahead.
nasty.
I know
You
sometimes
play
my,
basketball, make $500 million.
I know sometimes
ahead.
my analogies be like, getting me flamed, but I think I got one here for this talent skill shit. I think I got one. I think it might actually work. So there are raw components to make a cake, but you still got to make the cake. If inherited talent are the raw components to make the cake, deliberate practice, growth mindset, good feedback, deep learning, repetitions are the process of making the cake. Now, what I'm going to say is if you go to the restaurant and you order a cake and they bring you some sugar and some flour, you don't got cake. So that's the thing what I'm talking about is talent can be developed. There is a certain God-given component that you cannot teach. Height, wingspan, speed, there's that. Vertical leap. Some people are born jumping higher. There's definitely a dude who's genetically blessed to play basketball, which means he's got the components to play basketball. Big hands, long arms, coordinated, quick reaction time. That's inherited. But if he just stays there and he doesn't do anything and he doesn't get the right feedback, he's never going to be a professional basketball player. That's the talent.
So follow your analogy. To me, talent is just having access to the ingredients. Everything else is no longer talent at that point for me. Is what ingredients do you open your pantry?
Mhm.
What ingredients do you have? That's your talent. You have X, Y, Z. One other person only has A. You're more talented than player A. Now, player A might go out and acquire some ingredients by skill development, all of those things. And now they might actually make a better cake than you because you just decided you had the ingredients, don't know shit about cooking. You make a disastrous meal, but you had the talent. You had the potential to make the best meal known to man, but you can't cook. someone else didn't have those ingredients, had to work to get them, and then made a better dish than you did when you didn't even have to work to get the ingredients in the first place. To me, that's what talent is. Talent is the immediate access to the pantry. Skill development is you don't have access to the pantry, but you have to work to acquire the same things this person already had.
And we see this all the time, and we know examples of this. And I'm gonna keep it with the cake analogy. We've seen people, 2 different players bake cakes. One has the sprinkles on it, it has frosting, it's multiple layers, it's a decked out cake, completely decked out. So it's a decked out cake.
What kind of shitty cakes are you eating?
This other cake, it's just simply a red velvet cake, but it's literally just cake. Right? Maybe a little small layer of frosting, but it might actually just be the cake. But this cake tastes way better than this decked out cake. This cake got everything, all the extras on it, but this just pure cake, it tastes way better than that one. We see that a lot of times with NBA players. And that's why, just to bring it back to Ant, and we were talking about how good he can get. Ant, to me right now, is kind of in that Paul George range, where it's like you are extremely talented. You got a lot of ingredients. You got a lot of tools, but he ain't really quite put it together the way that I think we all expect him to put it together or think he can put it together. That's not to say that he's, whack or trash or bad or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's just another, with the tools he has, it's another level that I think that he can really get to.
What makes
it's
him
like
more
it's like
than
Tracy McGrady to me is probably more talented than Kobe Bryant, but was he able to put it all together for long enough? Probably not. I also want to we have these talent conversations a lot. I don't really know how to quantify talent. To me,
I feel like you know talent when you see it. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Ron, GB, right? Them the initials. I'm right.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, when let's say you growing up in some different environments, right? We just know like the guy that can, you can go outside. He goes outside. He sees somebody do a backflip, then he can just do a backflip now because he saw somebody do a backflip. And this thing can sing, and he can graffiti, and he's good at basketball. Like, it's just like
you jump on a skateboard and start skateboarding. You're like, what?
Ant reminds me of one of those type of people. Like,
he's a natural athlete.
Me, I feel like if he just went to play baseball, he probably could play baseball or something and could rap if he sat down with it long enough. I don't know. He just seems like one of those people. But GB, I do want to get your perspective as the far and away best hooper up here, right? Because we keep hearing from Ron, boo-boo cheese. I want to hear from the best hooper up here. What do you define as talent?
I mean, shit. Everything that you guys said, it kind of makes sense. I mean, you see it with the high schoolers now. Like, some are talented. Like, they might be, I don't say like the top 10 best rated high school players, right? They're talented. They got the size, they got the length. They could shoot, they could do all these things. But then you go to another gym. Let's put in perspective. John Morant, right? John Morant, he was talented too, right? Nobody really saw him until he goes to Murray State. That coach saw him. He's like, oh shoot, this kid, he's probably better than all these guys. Damian Lillard, another, like, they get overlooked or whatever, but then they put the skill, all that stuff together. They get a little older, they peak out, and now they're best players in the NBA. So I think you are, God-given talent, which is size and all these other things. But if you don't put the work in, then those people that don't naturally have those skills, they keep working on it, they're gonna reach you. So
Julian
Newman, exactly. Yeah,
DeJuan Wagner.
Guy. Yeah,
Sebastian Telfair.
Julian Newman was 5'2".
No, but like
he was doomed from the start. I don't know what to tell you.
all these kids, they got all the hype and all that.
For his age.
They got all the
hype.
He
was skilled,
but he wasn't talented. Hear that name on this panel.
Yeah, I think he's more skilled than talented.
I think he's
I think LaMelo is so talented.
When guys hit that ceiling,
I agree with LaMelo.
Lamelo's a good one.
evident.
Lamelo has
But
natural
like that's the thing.
natural
Like
gift.
you watch Chino Hills back then, or you watch Lamelo in high school at Spire. Everyone could see he was the most talented ball brother. Everyone could see it, and everyone, no disrespect, everyone could see LiAngelo was the least talented. Same exact genetics, by the way, like same parents, everything, same upbringing, but we all could see who was more talented and who wasn't. Like we saw once again to Damien's point, nature versus nurture. They had the same nurture, literally. Like we know this.
That's not true.
But naturally, they all had different proclivities for the game of basketball. And like that's like, and LeVar spoke about it. He trains them growing up. He was making LaMelo do the same shit he made Lonzo do, that he made Jello do. They were doing the same things. But LaMelo was just the most talented. And that's just how it goes sometimes. And I agree. You can just see when someone's more talented. Like even the draft this year. Not most people wouldn't say AJ was the best performing player in college basketball. But everyone agrees he's the most talented player, and that's why he went number one. You can see talent.
You can see raw talent.
Darren Peterson character.
85% of people believe AJ is the most talented, and that's usually what lends itself to higher ceilings. People tend to bet on people who are the most talented because they believe the ceiling is the highest. It's why some people still believe in Jonathan Kuminga because he's that talented, despite the fact that we actually haven't seen that talent manifest itself consistently. But people are willing to bet on talent. That's what people are willing to bet. I'm talking about not front offices. I'm talking about people, fans. People still believe in guys like that. I still believe in Jalen Green because of the talent I believe he has, despite the fact that talent has not manifested itself for more than 12 games in a row.
What you're calling talent is just fluidity / explosiveness. That's all it is.
No, it's natural ability.
That's talent.
I don't.
That's what I keep trying to tell you guys. Athleticism,
fluidity plus
fluidity
plus measurements,
God-given gift,
plus bucket making ability at some various, unspecified efficiency level is not necessarily talent. Shooting is a talent. We would say Max Strus is a great shooter.
You're the only person up here that thinks that, which I'm not saying you're wrong for thinking that. You have your definition of talent. I think
I'm also the only person up here whose half his phone is filled with NBA trainers. I'm telling you, you're wrong on this one.
I'm also the
I know that sounds obnoxious
with a degree in this, but anyway.
Because that's their job. Their job is to take talented players and turn them into actual basketball players. In the process of taking a talented player and turning them into a basketball player does come down to refining skills, but also harnessing talent.
Who's refuting that?
When you say something
said is wrong, so I'm also confused.
Yeah, because there is this there's this assumption that your talent or your God-given abilities or your raw natural abilities are synonymous. And I'm just saying it's not. It's not.
Call one of them niggas right now.
Yeah, call him.
You call them. You always talking about how you know these people and all that. Call them. Let's see. And ask them what we talking about right now. Ask them.
Did you guys?
I'm just trying to tell you guys how it was taught to me at a university level. That's that.
He got the degree.
Now we pulling out degrees.
Look,
Pulling out degrees.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Damn, you just got taken back to school, Harvard.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna lie. If he got a degree
what happened?
in studies, then I'm
Don't worry about it.
Who got a degree?
Damien just flexed on you, but don't worry about it.
No, but like everyone, you can interpret it how you like.
Australian education sucks.
That's just how.
That.
What do you say?
That was a. You said your.
Don't worry about it, Damien.
Hey, I got some credits in the UK. I got some credits in the UK.
Oh, UK education boss though, for sure.
Okay,
I'll give you that.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah,
All I'm saying, Peyton, is
out to our education system.
I think your ability to run fast, jump high, that is a talent.
You want me to ask?
But also too, just right quick, Penn. I think your ability to make the game look easy is a talent. Like, and that's why I said Darren Peterson when comparing him to AJ. Darren Peterson makes it look effortless. I think that is a part of being like a talent. Kyrie, that a part of that is like your pace. That like, yeah, you could learn pace, but you could just tell naturally that's just who he is. That is a talent that he got. Even with Steph Curry, the way he's able to, we brought up Steph a couple times, but we haven't brought up Steph's pace in the way that he just does it so effortlessly. That's a talent.
And I do think if Luka still had the 2020 movement, I would actually say then that Luka is more talented than him.
Well, I don't think getting fat makes you less talented. I think it just
he's not fat. Can we stop saying that? He's not fat. He's not.
I was just being hyperbolic.
Body's mature.
You know,
it's like,
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I
Did you
agree.
see the video? I think it was last off season of Kevin Durant and Jabari Smith working out.
Right, exactly.
You see how we can
Different.
just see who's more talented?
It's more
different.
KD's more
It's
talented.
different.
Yeah.
Like you could just see it. Like
But you seen that Zachary Ricochet and I was Zach and AJ, right?
was it?
Yeah.
No, it was
I
Nate.
couldn't-
It was Nate Ament and AJ.
Oh yeah. Hey, I couldn't tell the
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, you was pushing that shit. But I do think Nate Ament is talented. Now, is he gonna hone the talent? I don't know. But I do think he's a talented player. And I think you can see that. I think Ace Bailey was a very talented player, but the flaws were obvious. And Ron has this, like, he's infatuated with like these wings, big wings who are very clear.
Because they got talent.
Ron invests his stocks into all of them. And one of them's gonna hit one day. I don't know which one is gonna hit.
Matas is hitting this year. Right now as we speak.
Sure, let's see. But I think talent is just something you can kind of see, and I think it applies for all walks of life. Like, I guess me and Damien could probably speak to it more from the football lens. Like, you can just see when someone's talented. Like, it's not, oh, he just runs far. It's like, no, there's just he can do things with a football that like he just got it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. He just got it.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. Yes.
Not everything is quantifiable. Like, I don't think you can. You just know. That's it. You just know.
You just know. But Ron,
I think everyone
Brown.
understands it as well. I think everyone
Chris
knows
Brown
it.
ass niggas. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do everything.
What is it, Ron?
Michael
What is it,
Jackson,
Ron?
like Michael Jackson, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Michael Jackson's OD.
Like
What
shit, like
Prince.
you're not gonna teach them. You can't teach someone to be another Michael Jackson. Like, he got it.
Yes, you got it. Yes. But what is that, Ron? What is the next step with Ant though? Like what's gonna take him there? Because it feels like he's got all these ingredients. For me, it's like
defense.
Yeah, I think it's the defensive, not just the aptitude, but like the engagement. I think funnily enough, I think there's a bit of like just maturity in there, which might come with time. Maybe there's a bit of playmaking, although I think it's a little bit better than people maybe give him credit for, even though it's not great. What is it like? It's a hard one to put because it feels like he has everything, but it's just getting it all together. I don't know.
You got to ask Real Talk this question because I'm not as high.
I'm pretty sure I'm the high. I think.
But hold on, right quick. Real Talk. Well, Gary, what was you about to say?
No, I was gonna say, you know what's gonna help him, I think the most this year is LaMelo. I think having another guard out there that can go get a bucket, at any time, and Jaden McDaniels taking his strides too, I think it's gonna help him as well. I think he does play defense, but he had to do so much stuff on the other end, right? There'd be some games where he'd be gassed and he can't even move, and you can really see it that he's tired. Like LaMelo, I think having LaMelo this year is gonna help him out, and we're probably gonna see the best Ant that we've seen because he's gonna get so many easy shots now. Like he shot the most threes or made the most threes the past couple of years. Like he's gonna get a lot easier ones this year. He obviously can get to the rim, and he is gonna play way better defense because he proves that in the playoffs, right? So I think having LaMelo, he's gonna show a lot more.
You got LaMelo, but you lost Julius Randle, you lost Naz Reid, and you lost Dante DiVincenzo for the year. That don't matter to you?
Julius Randle didn't do anything.
Okay,
Yeah, I think he was a ball stopper. I think it hurt him in ways. Like he hold the ball, jab, jab, jab. Now you got to throw it to Ant because he don't got anything, and now you got to shoot a crazy shot. So I think now with LaMelo, it'll be more free flowing. I think so.
Yeah.
But in the D
Hey,
Wade,
Ron, the more
in ball.
The more and more I think about it, Ron, I know they were giving you a lot of pushback about that Jaden at the 4 thing. I'm kind of starting to. I'm not as worried about that as I'm not worried about that actually.
So who's your POA?
If he's, you said what? I want them to start Io. Yeah, I want them to start.
Oh, you want them to the 3 goal?
Melo, Io, Jaden, Rudy Gobert. I think that should be their starting lineup.
That 4-out lineup. I love that 4-out lineup. I'm like, for real. You're going small, but you're not really all that small.
LaMelo 3-guard lineups work personally. I just don't.
I mean, the Knicks just won.
Or if you want to like
reasonable defenders.
If you want to keep Io off the bench just so like you have a talented player coming off the bench, you could do what Clark. You can maybe do a Terrence Shannon Jr. get away with that in the regular season. So Io can still come off the bench, but like I'm really not that concerned about Jaden McDaniels playing the 4. Now, do I want him
Understand.
playing like 35 minutes of the 4? Probably not, but like I'm not worried about him sliding.
You're asking Rudy to do a lot on the glass, and then you're asking whoever at the POA to do a lot as well. So I don't know. I think it just puts a lot of strain on players that is probably unnecessary. But if they don't have an actual 4, I think it's probably their best case scenario. I do think that's their best option. But I don't think.
But I'm saying, like, think about the
I
best
agree.
teams. The best team, like, okay, in their conference, the Spurs. The 4 is going to be Tobias Harris. I'm not worried. I'm like
at all.
for OKC, it's going to be Chet. I think Jaden can deal with Chet. I honestly do. I don't think that
It's not about the 1-to-1 matchups. It's about what you're asking everyone in the lineup to now do role-wise because you have Jaden at the 4. You've put your best POA as a backline defender, which means now you're asking Ayo to do that. And I think Ayo isn't the greatest POA. You might be higher on him than I am. And also, I'm not the highest on now you're asking LaMelo and Ant to guard wings. Ant, sure, if he's engaged. LaMelo, like, you're asking everyone to move their role around to have
And
Jaden.
it also hurts the depth,
which
as well.
I don't think helps.
But I think the fact that Jaden also, just real quick, Jaden is also a very good rim protector as well, which is another aspect I don't think like Julius Randle provided for them at the 4
Julius
spot.
Randle sucked. You ain't gonna tell me about that. I agree.
So I'm like, I still think he's still bringing a lot. I still think he's bringing value at the 4 defensively.
My point isn't about everything I've said about Jaden at the 4 hasn't been about Jaden at the 4. It's been about what Jaden at the 4 leads.
But then
to
I
the
also
other
think
4
because
people on the
LaMelo
court.
now
I think Jaden at the 4 is fine. Like, I'm not arguing Jaden can rim protect.
Okay.
Jaden can be a roamer. I'm not arguing that Jaden, if you want, he can switch. Like, Jaden is fine. The size part, like the fact that he's 195 it can cause issues in certain instances. My bigger issue is what that means for the other 4, not for Jaden McDaniels. Like, that's my problem with the
problem is as well is that if you move Ayo into the starting lineup, it hurts you on the back end because, like, I don't know how much of a good idea it is if like Bones Highland or Josh Green or Terrence Shannon are your best players coming off the bench.
They do have Josh Green now.
Yeah, I do have him.
Yeah,
he's not very
not
good.
mad at Josh.
Miles
if you want to put him.
But yeah, I think that's going to hurt them as well. I just think they needed someone at the 4, just like another body. I don't want Jaden McDaniels to be doing everything. Some of those physical matchups, to Mars's point, he's not the biggest guy. Like, to me, it's still a hole there. I'm surprised they haven't brought anyone else in, but
I'm gonna be honest. They needed LeBron, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I wanted LeBron to go there.
They needed.
I'm still not even mad at if Kuminga ends up over there. But that's what I was saying, Dame. Even if you want to keep Ayo coming off the bench and you plug in like Terrence Shannon Jr. for the regular season or whatnot, like, to me, I'm not all that concerned about, like, okay, if Terrence Shannon Jr. is starting, your shortest player out there is Anthony Edwards, like, who's like 6'5". I don't know. I just feel like they have enough aggregate size to where I'm just not worried about them as a defensive unit.
They're just very top heavy,
Really?
like talent-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and move on. G, you got a couple lists for us. I asked you for your top 10 all time. I also asked you for your top 5 Seattle Hoopers, and I also asked you to put together a dream Gonzaga lineup, starting 5 with a 6-man. Before we get to that, I am going to read a couple super chats, and then we're going to get to the list. The first one I got is from DNE MLV. DNE said, talent expresses itself at all parts of development. It sets the floor. It determines how much you can improve. It's all talent driven. Whether you do the work or not, it is a separate thing.
I agree.
I do too. All right. Shout out to 92 Nasty. I'll be coming up with some. Shout out to 92 Nasty, man. The next super chat I got is from Shoutouts in Soho. Shootouts in Soho. Shoutouts in Soho said, insert 2 guards, Matas, Caleb, Jokic.
I'm excited for Caleb and Matas this year. With Josh Giddey as well, actually. Hopefully they're running. Like, relentlessly. I want them to be top 3 in the league in pace. If they're not, I'm disappointed.
Bulls gotta be fun.
Noah Senge hoops
hope-
coming up.
Like,
All right,
Fastest player in the league. You don't watch the
Good for
analytics.
Good for him.
Nappin Trey sent through $5 and said, man, F them picks. Peyton Watson, the type of dog we needed. Cleveland, we up.
And that's why you make that move if you're Cleveland, because you still have dumb enough fans to think y'all are going to do anything. Look, I think there's real benefit for small markets to be competitive. And people are ready for them to like blow it up. For what? You get paid more money when you make the playoffs. You get bonuses. It's good for, it's just good for business. Keep making the playoffs until you can't. I'm not blowing that shit up no time soon. If I'm Cleveland, I'll blow it up to then be what? Cleveland? No, I'm giving this.
Nice.
I think Laker fans sometimes see the league as the Lakers and 29 farm teams for the Lakers. I think that's.
Can you blame them? I mean, they got Luka.
And they
They're
managed
about
to
to
get.
Jokic.
And they managed to get Sandro Bamukashvili and Quentin Grimes this offseason. Shout out to them, man.
Shout out.
Impressive.
I'm so good off the Cavs.
I don't think
man.
every market or every team definitely isn't in it for championships. Just be good.
I don't think the Cavs are whack, though.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
They're
gonna be good.
good.
They're gonna win a lot of games again.
When will. Okay, I'm just going to say this. The Lakers have been winning championships most of our lives, between Kobe and Shaq, Kobe and Powell. Okay, some of us maybe tangentially were around for Magic. So, when's the next time the Lakers are winning the championship?
2027 will get.
What was that,
Jokic.
10 months? Yeah, 10 months.
Yeah.
I am
You get Jokic
willing.
paired up with,
I am
don't think-
willing
I don't-
to
I don't think
say
they would.
with
There's
some.
no way you believe that.
Yeah,
I don't think they will.
No way.
I'm summoning the powers
Sure.
of Penstradamus. Hold on. The Lakers will win a championship in 2079. Congratulations.
Mm.
The only
2079.
decade, the only decade
The
Lakers
drought
didn't win
about
was
to
the
be
90s.
generational. Enjoy.
Yeah, the only decade we didn't win a chip are the 90s. We won a chip every decade. So, like I
But
said,
wait,
I
no,
don't.
the 60s. The 60s.
Oh well, I'm not even worried about it. The Penn. You are correct. As Laker fans, if you are a real Laker fan, you do understand that the rest of the league, they're beneath us. That's why I don't feel the need to compare people to the Lakers. We have the best players of all time: LeBron, Kobe, Magic, Kareem. You know what I'm saying? AD, all of these players.
Come on.
The other team's best players of all time, not even close. Jason Tatum is cracking the Celtics top 5. Be fucking for real. He may not even be better than James Worthy. Like, what are we talking about?
He is.
So,
I
Find
got
out
James.
on Monday if he is. Find out on Monday.
facts.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have the best players. We're one chip away from the segregation championship unit in Boston. That's when they run all their rings. So, like, we're the best. We're clearly the best. Championships, talent. Yeah, nobody's close.
Unsolicited
Drama.
advice: if you want to run for mayor in LA, real talk, you could campaign, make the Lakers great again with a purple hat. Start your own brand, make the Lakers great again, because everything you telling me is 90s, 2000s, 2010s. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Won a championship this decade in 2020.
Bubble championship.
Did.
So
More
I
recent than
was
you
gonna
guys.
say, I
The
was
hottest
gonna
one.
say there's a trend of every
Hmm.
30 years, 60s to 90s to 2020s, but you guys did get that one at 2020. But it does
Realistic-
seem like you're
Luka's
down
going to win a
period.
championship in LA. You can book it. It's going to happen. The league has to happen. Has to have it happen. I'm telling you.
We'll see.
You
shake.
got some action up here. How much?
When Jokic is in the purple and gold in 2027,
It ain't happening.
I don't
It
want
ain't
y'all to be
happening.
mad.
It
It's
ain't
gonna happen.
happening.
Okay.
It ain't
okay,
happening. Y'all ain't got it.
Okay.
Y'all ain't got it.
All right.
Yeah.
The next super chat that I have is from the King Slayer, sent through $4.99 and said, Ron, I need y'all to spend 2 weeks ranking the 10 best offensive players at each position and the 10 best defensive players at each position.
Ever or currently?
2
Pretty sure
weeks.
he's talking about currently.
Could
That'd
do
be a
this in
very
10
interesting
minutes.
exercise.
10 best defensive players at each position. Respectfully, I don't even know if we're gonna find 10 point guards who are actually like really good.
Yeah, we could do something like this. It would. I wouldn't do it necessarily positionally, like traditional positions: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. It would probably just be guards, forwards, centers, and we could do it that way. But we'll see, though, man. We got our 30 teams in 30 days coming up on Monday. That's going to take us all the way up to October 2nd. So we'll see if we can squeeze some time in between that and when the season starts. Because, obviously, before the season starts, we got to do our predictions, MVP predictions, championship predictions, all of that stuff, rookie of the year, everything in between. But my man Kingslayer, I'll work something out with you. We'll figure something out. Darth Big Man said, I know it's a hypothetical, but if Steph Curry actually played the two his whole career, would he be a top 3 of the shooting guards?
Yes.
Being mine.
What? Duh. Hell yeah.
All time or like
Sure.
peak or what are you talking about?
He'd be top
Either
3
or,
and he
I
wouldn't
think
be
he'd
3.
top 3. Yeah, either or, I think he'd be top 3.
He would be top 3 and he wouldn't be 3.
I mean, y'all
See,
know
a statements
how I
like
feel
that,
about
that's how you get the Kobe hate label. Because
Yeah.
it was just, even if you believe it, it was just unnecessary. And you just have a
D-Wade
habit
stepping
of doing
aside.
that when it comes to Kobe.
D-Wade stepping aside. Okay. Yep.
All right, well, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. G, you got the spotlight. I'm gonna move you up to the top row. Which one you want to start with?
Let's go top 10 of all time. All right.
It's controversial.
Disclaimer: I ain't gonna have too many old heads on here. I think the only old head I got on mine is Kareem. And I guess if you want
How do
to
you
call
do it, Maz?
Shaq, if you want to call Shaq and Tim Duncan, because I know we got some young guys in the chat. If you want to call those guys old heads, then we can. But I'm going MJ number 1. I mean, I guess he's an old head, but MJ's number 1. Bron's number 2. I'm gonna go
This guy knows ball.
Kareem. I'm gonna go Kareem number 3.
Nigga, no
I'm gonna
ball.
go Kareem number 3. Kobe number 4. Tim Duncan number 5.
Oh, okay.
Tim Duncan number 5. Best power forward ever. Best power forward ever. I'm gonna go Shaq after that. KD. And then
What we at 7?
yep, or
Ron, does he still know ball?
that's 7. Yep, KD 7.
Talk on it, Ron.
And then
Okay.
hold on,
KD.
what we got? What we got, Ron?
No. Finish
Ron,
your list.
Go ahead.
Keep
Keep
cooking.
cooking.
I'm going
Finish your
KD.
list.
I'm going KD number 7. KD's number 7. And honestly, like he'd probably go higher, but I gotta pay homage to guys I grew up watching. After that, I guess these are old heads. I'm gonna go Magic and Bird. And you can flip them however you want to flip them.
I thought you was gonna leave them on.
And I'm putting Steph at number 10.
Oh, so you got Magic
Now-
above Steph.
Now,
Good
Mars,
man. Good man. Good
if
man.
anybody wants to go back and see the reaction, okay, of the players that he named that we are allegedly haters of, look at Ron's reaction when KD came up. He nearly lost his shit. Look at Real Talk's reaction when Magic came up. He started cursing. I think he nearly fell off his chair. And look at my reaction when Kobe came up at number 4. I just nodded. So that's how you know I don't hate
Because you
Kobe.
know.
I don't hate Kobe.
No,
It is.
it-
You premeditated your little spiel.
No,
over how they
I promise
reacted.
it wasn't
So you
premeditated.
think
guys,
It was
it's-
totally
let me
natural.
just be humble.
I think it's the high.
How did I know that KD was going to come up?
Out.
No. How did I know that KD was
It's
going to come
cool,
up?
bro. It's cool.
Okay.
One thing I'm just gonna say, as the
But no
proud
Steph?
Duncan hater that I now apparently am, there's no way Duncan is over Shaq, and there's no way Hakeem is out the top 10 and Duncan is at 5.
Facts.
There's no way.
Hey,
these are
There's just no way.
facts.
I refuse to
Hey.
accept that as a possibility.
I think it's the
So-
highest I've ever seen KD on a list, but I'm not mad at it though.
Oh, you don't
Tim
know? Oh, you
Duncan.
haven't? Have you met Del?
He had him at number 1.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I met him in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him in LA.
Yeah, he has
Del
him
has
at
him,
3.
what, 3?
No, he has him at 3. So
That brother is a
yeah,
glazer,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he knows
I didn't
KD. Like him and KD, like
Okay, yeah. That's,
Yeah,
that's
there's
different.
just
That's
no way.
I think he was like KD's chauffeur or something at some point.
Yeah, there's just
chauffeur, butler, one of them. I don't know.
Come
But
on.
hold
now.
on, G. I want to. Why are you so high on KD? Like what? And I'm about to get
I
off the
mean-
screen because I can't stand to hear this. But talk to these guys.
No, you're gonna
Oh,
say
the
you're gonna sit there. Like, you can't ask him and leave.
Nah, look, KD, he's something that we had never seen before. At his size, scoring ability, everything he does, like we had never seen that before. And to be honest, like a lot of these guys that are on here, like honestly, the Birds and the Magics, they're probably gonna be off this list because of all these new age guys that are playing now. So that's why I had to put Steph in there. I can't put him over Magic yet. I mean, because what they did for the league, when they came in. But if we're just being honest, like those guys are probably going to be out, and these new age guys are going to be in. And KD, I'm just putting him in there now because he's at the end of his career and everything he's done. And I know he's got the 2 rings with the Warriors, and he's played with Steph and those guys. But like he's something that we had never seen before.
When you got to 10, what was your closest cut? Like it was Steph. Like I don't know if you have a defined top 10, but like 11, 12, 13, 14, were there some names you were looking at that might have pushed Steph?
I mean, no, just I think
Okay.
Jokic and those guys are gonna get in the top 10 too, just because I think he'll probably win another MVP. Hopefully he does, win another ring with the Lakers, when he comes here next year.
If Jokic get a ring with the Lakers,
like those guys, what they're doing right now is crazy.
And you've been a Laker fan for your whole life?
Yeah, for my whole life. Yeah, Kobe fan when he came into the league.
So putting Duncan over Shaq that's a choice.
No, it is a choice. It is a choice, and
I respect it. I respect it.
During,
and also
during
racism.
that time,
That's what it
like
is. It's racism.
The early 2000s, like who are we trying to beat? Most of the time, it was the Spurs. Obviously, the Kings, Trailblazers too, but
You beat 'em.
it was the Spurs, right? They were winning championships, and then we were winning championships. So, like, what is he? 10 times?
Start winning.
But you think Shaq peaked higher than Duncan, right?
Yeah, I mean he did, but at the same time, career wise, he's got 5.
Duncan peaked. Duncan.
Yeah,
Duncan primed longer. Shaq peaked higher.
yeah.
I think that's the argument. That's a pretty good argument. You know
I
what?
wanna ask
Shout
y'all-
out to you,
I
G.
wanna ask
You're proving
y'all-
people from Seattle actually really know ball.
On a basketball court
'Cause
better
we've been
than
listening
Nicki
to
Minaj.
Ron, and
I
you're
need to be. I need to be
ruining the entire reputation of the whole damn city.
I want to answer. What does Tim Duncan do on a basketball court better than Hakeem Olajuwon?
Pass.
Shoot.
Shoot.
I mean, I feel what you're saying. Hakeem is great. And I was gonna say defense, but he got the blocks right. So
And he's better than Tim Duncan. Yes.
Utilizes his teammates.
He had a better team.
We're not
I will
doing
say,
this.
I will say Tim
because
Duncan had a better
Duncan
team.
averaged 17 shit again. I'm not hearing it.
No, I'm not hearing that either. I'm not
even
hearing
talking. I'm talking about
I'm not
Ben is trying to make this argument because he was mid.
Rookie year, first team All NBA. Like rookie year, first team All NBA.
Oh, shout
won a
out to that. That was great. I
championship
mean, yeah, fantastic.
Duncan's greatest
Like,
argument
in
is
his
that.
second year, won a championship, MVP. Like, come on, man. Like he did it. He did it. I think he gets overlooked a lot because of his style of play. Like Hakeem had the shake and all of this, and
And he was
he won.
yeah.
He won when Jordan didn't play. Like that's another thing. Like,
Duncan
so-
won when Jordan didn't play.
Yeah, but he couldn't help it.
But
He
yeah,
was a child when
that was
Jordan
different.
played.
He was out. He was
He
out
was in the league in 97, 98. He could have won that year, but he didn't.
That was his rookie year.
Mm.
That was his rookie year, and he was
He
first
was
team
telling me he
All
was
NBA.
first team All NBA. Exactly.
He was
My
first team All NBA
player on a contender. Go win a chip.
Who they
So
run into?
Tim Duncan was 0-2
The Jazz.
in all the years, right? That Michael Jordan
Ooh.
played a full season with the Bulls. And what was Hakeem's record in all the seasons that Michael Jordan played with the Bulls?
0 and whatever. I don't know. However
Okay,
many years
so
old.
0 and
What
12.
does that mean?
Sure.
I'm
Neither
sorry,
one of them
what-
won
what?
with MJ in the league. That's my point.
Well, I think that's
a lot
why.
of people didn't.
Well, I mean,
and that-
technically,
and that's why he has
03
MJ
was on the
number one.
Wizards and Duncan won. 03 MJ was on the Wizards.
Yeah,
and
what's the
But
distinction?
also,
between-
95 MJ was in the league and Hakeem won. So,
He
he
came
did
back
win with
that
MJ
year.
in the league.
He came
Yeah,
back that
and
year,
Hakeem won the chip.
I guess.
but he wasn't a full season. If he was there a full season, he did.
Well,
what
no,
So
he
I
y'all
did.
don't
get
know.
it? Do y'all
Yeah,
are
I
there
know.
honestly people in the
There's
world
no way
that
Duncan
think
is
that
better than
Michael
Hakeem
Jordan would have
because
won
MJ is
8
better than
championships in a row? Do y'all honestly believe that?
I
That
don't
Michael
know.
Jordan would have won 8.
We can't hear you, Ron.
We didn't
but
see
yeah.
it, so
Yes, real talk. You know, there's a lot of people that think it's a
out of
drop
your
off between
mind,
93 and 96. 95 is still kind of weird because he was revving back up, but a lot of people think it was a drop off between 93 and 96. Mars, you're one of them. So just imagine if 93 was his best season. Imagine, for those who think that, imagine what 94 would have looked like. And then imagine what 95 would have looked like.
So you saying he didn't even play at his best? He played baseball when he was the best basketball player in the world?
Potentially.
You know what? When he retired,
except everyone in Chicago and their coach said that they couldn't do anything with Hakeem. So that's just
exactly.
I mean, they couldn't do anything with Michael. Like I understand the
point. But we've
point.
seen Michael Jordan lose before. It just wasn't in the finals.
Yeah, we saw him lose
before he
in
got
his
to the
early
finals.
20s when he had a complete ragtag roster of totally crap players. And then, of course, he lost to the Orlando Magic when, you know, quite frankly, the team around him wasn't great and he was still revving back into form. But like Michael Jordan never lost in the 90s as a full season of the Chicago Bulls. Like he pushed that team to that level.
When you retire every time you might lose. I mean, shit, I guess. Sure. What a way to preserve your legacy.
In the post-merger era, this has never been done.
All of a sudden, retirement. I mean, I guess.
That's not true. The 93 Bulls.
And then when you actually do lose, we just say it didn't count. He didn't play the whole year. I mean,
okay, this is madness.
Like,
okay, the 93
the
Bulls were not falling apart, man.
Is available to watch. You can watch Michael Jordan play in the playoffs in the 90s and lose a series. You can watch it. Like, all of us up here right now could watch it unfold. And all of a sudden, we can't talk about the fact that it happened because it doesn't count.
The year he came back, he had 50.
What I will say,
exactly, Dave. When it came back and he dropped 55 in the Garden, it was he's
still
back.
ramping up. Right?
He's back.
He was ramping up.
His first playoff game that year in '95, because they played Charlotte in round one. His first playoff game, he had 50 or close to it. It was like 45, 50 something. He had like 50. That game, fantastic, Michael Jordan. But then when he loses, no, it don't count. What? That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
It can count.
Watched him play and lose. Just say the guy lost.
It can count.
Player. He lost. It's cool. The idea that it doesn't count is ridiculous. He lost.
Count it. But what I do want to say is
that's what I'm saying.
That,
count it. You don't need
it can count. He was 6-1 in the 90s. But I'm also going to acknowledge the fact that Orlando Magic team that he lost to, probably in the 90s, and this is how high I am on Shaq and Penny in that duo. That was a top 5 team in the 90s, excluding the Bulls.
And they swept them the next
year. And do you know who packed them up?
Very impressive.
What?
Hakeem.
Exactly.
Hakeem packed them up.
And it's not a knock on Jordan to say, or for us to believe that Hakeem would have taken advantage of the Bulls front court. It doesn't mean Hakeem is better than Michael Jordan. That's not what that means. I feel like people equate, if you say Michael Jordan lost, you're saying he's like a worse player. No, I'm not saying that.
But that's because they tie so much of their MJ.
I know they tie it to so much of the undefeated winning bias.
Yeah, so if he loses, that means he's not impenetrable. When the reality is, MJ can be the best player on the court and lose. That happens.
Exactly.
It's basketball.
It happens.
Team sport.
Yes.
I watched MJ play in 95. I watched him have some amazing games. He gave that Magic team 40 like twice in that series. I watched it happen.
31 points per game in that series.
There we go. But when he loses, no, ramping up. Meanwhile, I'm watching him give that team 40. No, sometimes you just lose.
Well, I mean, he would have given him 50 if he was fully ramped up, you know?
Or
maybe a 60 piece, you know?
No, sometimes you just have bad games at bad times, and sometimes you just lose. 95 MJ played that season, played in the playoffs, and lost. And that's okay. He lost. It's fine. And he didn't win every game he played in the regular season, too. He lost games.
Sometimes you run into a
he also lost
15
in
duo
the
of all time
1990 as well, by the way. So that's another year in the 90s in which he lost in the playoffs. 1990, he lost to the Pistons. So that's another year. He actually lost 2 series in the 90s.
Okay.
Facts.
Disingenuous.
And he didn't play in 94 because he retired, and he didn't play in 99 because he retired. So 2 years he lost, 2 years he decided to not play. So that's 4 years out of a 10-year decade. 40% of the time he lost or didn't play.
Ridiculous. Okay, Mars.
That's not ridiculous. That's what happens. So
I agree with Penn. That's ridiculous.
No,
That's
being
ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, if the reality is ridiculous, then it is what it is. But that's just what happens. He lost twice in the 90s, and then wasn't available to play two other times. So 40% of the time, 4 and 6. Oh, like LeBron. Oh, look at MJ, 4 and 6.
If you watched every single Michael Jordan series, which I'm sure you have, because he's the greatest player of all time, and you are known for going back and studying the tape. You watch every single Michael Jordan series in the 90s, I will guarantee you, if you rank them all out, the version of MJ that you saw against Orlando in that 95 playoffs is among the worst versions of Jordan that we saw, period. 96 Jordan was better than the version we saw in the 95 playoffs. So my point, which was the underlying point, which was he was rusty, he was coming back, is fact. Whether you call that an excuse or not doesn't matter. He's still coming back. We're not going to judge Jason Tatum coming off of an injury and say, well, that's Jason Tatum forever and ever. We understand there's a process of getting better.
We just said he lost.
We already acknowledged that he lost. This is a straw man argument.
So he didn't not lose in the 90s.
Okay, but
that's how it started. It was MJ didn't lose in the 90s. He did.
Okay, man. Like we provide context for everything. We provide context for LeBron lost because Kyrie was hurt.
Facts.
So we can't provide context for this. The man was playing baseball for a year and a half.
If a LeBron fan came and said LeBron has only lost in the finals in 2011, and every other loss he actually didn't lose because his team was worse.
That's not true. That's not the same. Another straw man.
I mean, we really don't count 07, so
we don't.
07 really like.
Trust me, they do.
Mars, you really on your like? I'm gonna yap and talk really loud and make over the fact that I'm not making any sense. You're not making sense.
But Mars, really 07 and 18 though, like for real, like.
Yeah, there's a difference between acknowledging reality that he lost and then not holding it against someone. I'm not telling you to hold it.
Aren't British people known for like being like unusually rational?
I don't get what everything I'm saying is. No,
it's not rational at all.
Reality.
Nobody made it is rational to say that Michael Jordan wouldn't win 8 straight championships and that he's still the GOAT.
Okay, now flashback to the part where I said he would win 8 straight.
Reasonable.
Flashback to the part where I said he would win 8 straight. Go ahead, pull the tape.
We got a Jordan hater. A Jordan hater, yes, you. A Jordan hater. We have a LeBron Glazer right next to him, and then we have a guy next to me who just hates on the 80s, 90s, and 70s. We can't trust anything you guys are saying right now. We can't trust you guys.
Mars, is Joel Embiid more talented than Michael Jordan?
MJ's career has a lot of mystique. So all that happens is when you actually say the things that happened as they happened, you are now being irrational. Because the rational perspective of MJ's career is that once the 90s hit, he ran the table every time. When the reality is, he did. No, he didn't. He lost in 1990 and he lost in 1995. That's the reality. But the thing that has been perpetuated for 30 years or 25 years is that when MJ got to winning or when the 90s hit, MJ ran the table. No, he lost twice. That's not irrational. That's the reality. Go watch 1990. You will watch the Chicago Bulls lose to the Detroit Pistons. You will watch it. Go watch 1995. You will watch the Chicago Bulls lose to the Orlando Magic. You will watch it. Michael Jordan will be playing in both of those series. You will see it unfold. That is not irrational. That is what happened. Now, does that mean you have to
he still ran the table, though.
So wait a second. He lost to the team that eventually went to the finals, right?
You don't need to say he's not the GOAT. You don't need to say he's not this or not that. But the reality is MJ lost 2 series in the 90s. That happened. That's it. There's no argument about that. That's what happened.
And by the way, that still does not change his GOAT case. He can still be the greatest player of all time and lose. It's fine. I don't understand. Like it doesn't change anything about who he is as a player.
Like the reality is Bill Russell lost in the finals in 1958. That's the reality. He was hurt in that series. That does not change that Bill Russell is not 11-0 in the finals because of the one series he lost in the finals to the Hawks. He lost. You saying he was rusty, whatever, doesn't change the reality that he lost. That's it. MJ lost. That's what I said.
People hate on MJ's luck.
We have had 8 straight champions that are distinct, right? We haven't had a repeat champion in 8
going back
years.
to Golden State in 18, yeah.
So Golden State, the Toronto Raptors. Okay,
but they won it. Golden State won it in 22 as well. So
so it's a different champion every single year. Nobody has gone back to back. Michael Jordan and his Chicago Bulls went 3 times, 2 3-peats. So the reason that is respected to the level that it is, let me lay it out. hypothetically, we're all familiar with the concept of joint probability. If you are a team that is truly dominant, we're not familiar with joint probability?
If you explain it, I might be. I'm not going to act like I
Okay,
know
so let's put it this way. Let's say you're a really dominant regular season team, like the 17 Warriors, like considered unbeatable. Like it's unfathomable. How could they ever lose? Like the 2014 Miami Heat. Like how could they possibly ever lose? They're so much better than the competition. That level of team. Let's say in every single round.
MJ had. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So Michael Jordan's 91 team. Do you know that if your chances in every round, let's keep it real simple, 90%, you have a 90% chance to win in round 1, round 2, round 3, and round 4. Do you know that that still results in a 66% chance to win an NBA championship?
Mm-hmm.
And that no team that I can think of has been so freaking dominant other than maybe the 2000 Lakers, where they were a 90% kind of odds-on favorite to win in the finals, much less in every single round. It's basically never happened. So
2001, not 2000.
What percent? Where are you getting the
2001
percentages from?
No,
As in
2000
betting
against the
percentages?
You're
Indiana
just saying
Pacers?
hypothetically.
I'm saying hypothetically, if you had a 90% chance
that
to
would
win,
be to about 66% chance of winning.
Right.
Right. Okay.
But if you scaled it back to about a 50% chance, let's say you're a 50-50 pick, then your odds of winning a championship are like less than 3%.
Mm-hmm.
So it means you could go into every round in a toss-up, but the odds become that. So now if we took the joint probability of 66% chance, let's say you're that dominant, like what the 90s Bulls were, and you go 66%, and you do that 6 times, and you win all 6 times, then maybe you were actually...
How many of those times was his team the best team in the league, though?
It was always the best team. The difference is not the best team. You can be the best team and still have like a 40% chance of winning a championship is what I'm telling you. Because in a situation...
But what I'm saying is having the best team definitely boost your odds of...
But that's why he said a 90% chance. Like, what Penn
90% is insane. The Lakers did not have a 90% chance at every...
I get what Penn is saying, but what I'm saying, though, is like, yes, it is absolutely incredible that Michael Jordan won 3 straight twice. It's, yes. But what also comes with that, though, is, in fact, to even have the possibility of doing it, though, is what I'm saying, Mars. You have to have the team to do it. So even Jordan winning the 3 straight 2 times, you still can't. They try to like attribute that solely to Michael Jordan, and you just can't do that. You can't say, oh, he has the best team in the league, but we're going to attribute all the winning to this one particular player. You just can't. You can't do it when the first season where he leaves, there's still a playoff team without him. A playoff team. We have not Shea religiously on this platform for his team hypothetically winning 50 plus games without him. Hypothetically doing it. We've knocked Shea on this platform a multitude of times. Michael Jordan's team actually did it, won a playoff round, was close to getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, and yet y'all still just attribute all of the winning to Michael Jordan. That is incorrect. That's an incorrect conclusion to come to about Michael Jordan and that team. Incorrect. You have to have the best team to even be able to be even in position to do it.
This has never happened in NBA history that a team has been 90% favored in every single round, but I just want to pretend that the Bulls were, in fact, as good as some people think they are. I ran the numbers, and this is shocking. It's actually a little bit lower than I thought. If you assume in 91, 92, 93, 96, 97, and 98, the Bulls were 90% favorites in every single series. For them to win all 6 championships, the odds are less than 8%.
And when you put it that way, seems like a nigga ran the deck to me.
Based on what odds?
So
can you do the odds for Bill Russell?
Well, I don't know. What's the hypothetical odds you want me to run?
Just assume it's 90% for him as well. In fact, he went to 10 game 7, so it's probably even less than 90%, considering how close his series.
So you want me to run?
We'll assume it's 90%.
10 seasons, but how many rounds? That changes the outcomes drastically.
It was 2 rounds per year, and then until about 60, I want to say 8, then it was 3 rounds per year. So it'd be 57 would be 2 rounds, 58 would be 2 rounds, 59 would be 2 rounds, 60 would be 2 rounds, all the way till about 67.
Can you text
and
me
then it'd
this?
be 3 rounds.
I want to actually do the math for you. But
I mean,
can you
I can do it myself. I was just
you can do that.
I don't need to.
I also want to hear Gary's reasoning for the top 2.
Oh,
Like how you think about that? It's
Jordan
just like
and
an error thing.
I mean, obviously watching Bron and seeing what he's done, all his accolades, like you can really flip those. And I'm not even mad if people have Bron number 1. But for me, just going back and like I'd be bored overseas when I was playing. I'll go back and watch some of the Jordan games. I'm doing them now, like watching the Pistons games and all that. Like
It's
some of the
different.
shot making that Jordan is doing is kind of crazy. And then obviously the 6-0 in the 90s. And you guys, I get it. He did lose in the 90s, lost to the Pistons in 90, and then he came back and lost in the playoffs. But like what he was doing in the 90s is a stepping stone of what we're seeing today. Like Kobe literally is the blueprint of Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jordan's not the blueprint or he doesn't have a blueprint, right? Some people say like Julius Erving or whatever, but Jordan, I think he just made the game what it is now, and he skyrocketed. So I just think he's number 1, and then you can put Bron number 2 just off of, I mean, what we're seeing right now is just crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 40-year-old doing what he's doing. So he's number 2 for me.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
So Penn, I'm actually so like okay, because you don't respect Kobe Bryant. Okay, let's keep it a buck.
That's
So
not
are
true.
you saying I'm being hyperbolic to an extent? So what I'm like,
No, what you're doing is loading a question, and I don't.
Where's
appreciate
Kobe?
it.
Where's Kobe in yours? Is
he's
Kobe
not
even
top.
in?
He doesn't have Kobe top 10.
I have Kobe
or-
10. So we just
Oh,
gonna
you
lie
just
to the
put him in
people. No, I didn't
He
just put him there. I've
just
had him-
moved him to 10. So we'll
I've had him
stop
there
saying
for
that he doesn't
over a
have a top
year,
10.
so we're just gonna stop
All right,
lying about
then.
what I said. I've had him.
All right.
I've had him at 10 for over a year. I sobered up. I realized. I went back. I watched it. I realized that I was disrespecting a lot of Kobe at.
Oh man,
2005,
I'm tripping.
2006.
Let me take him from 14 and put him at 10.
I didn't have him at 14.
I honestly, I had a real question. So let's say Kobe wins the first 3 with Chat, right?
Mhm.
Are you telling me you look at Kobe a different way if he wins in, let's say the other 3, he replaced Ray Allen or Paul Pierce with Kobe Bryant, and then the Celtics win 3 in a row from 08 to 10. Like, do you look at Kobe different if he three-peats twice on the best team in the league twice?
I mean, obviously, winning one more ring would be very good for him. But the argument against Kobe for me has always been that there are players who are just better defensively and offensively. Maybe not in terms of volume, but in terms of efficiency. Like if I compare him to Steph's efficiency throws him over by a major amount. Michael and LeBron's defense, Shaq's even defensive value as a rebounder, shot blocker at his peak throws him above him. So does, so with Kobe, my argument for moving him from where I had him, which was like around 12 to 10 is scoring diversity. How much more I value scoring diversity now. So when I'm thinking about it from a coaching standpoint, how do I stop the guy? I don't have an answer for Kobe Bryant. I really don't know how you stop him. I really don't have a game plan to stop him. He's pretty good at splitting doubles in his prime. He's really good at shooting over them. He's going to kill me, in the paint. He has great touch. He makes shots from every single place on the court. He's a good box player. There really isn't a lot, and I can't pick on him defensively. So it's like there aren't weaknesses, but the strengths of some of these other players are bigger. That's how
I would.
Yo,
argue
real
that
talk.
is
We
correct.
we gotta move. We gotta move
I
on.
was just
I'm saying you guys will both be up here tomorrow. Let his ass have it. I'm not gonna be here. Don't forget this. Let
I'll be
him
up there
have it.
tomorrow.
Yeah, you gonna further explain your logic. We gonna get to the bottom of this, and I'm gonna make sure Chill gets put in the background too, so he ain't gonna be up here co-signing that bullshit. But G, I want to hear your top 5 Seattle Hoopers.
I mean, no order. I'm going Jamal Crawford. I'm gonna call him All C. Jamal Crawford, Brandon Roy. I mean, Ron, like IT's from Tacoma. So I if we say Seattle, you know him. He's gonna be like, I ain't from Seattle. But for everybody else, like I'll put him in there I'll put 6 in there. He'll be my 6th person, but I'm gonna go, Jamal, Brandon Roy, Nate Robinson. Like I said, these young guys are elite. I'm gonna go Paulo, just off of what he's gonna do, and then I know I'm missing some people. I'm gonna put my guy in there, man. I'm gonna put Tony Roden in there. A lot of people forget about Tony Roden. I'm putting him in there, man.
Tony Roden, the lefty.
I'm putting my guy in there.
These niggas have no clue about high school Tony Roden. Hold on, how long did you play? You played with Tone for how old? Because I know y'all same age. When did you start playing with Tone?
We played on the same team. I think we started in 7th or 8th grade, but like we were playing at Rotary from like 5th grade all the way up until high school. So,
and who else was on that team?
On our high school teams, or
just on your Rotary teams coming up.
Oh shoot, Josh Smith. Yeah, you remember Josh?
Hey, G, they have no clue.
No,
how crazy that team was. Like I don't. High school Tony Roden, middle school Tony Roden, 6'5" point guard. The way you played really was like for real.
Could do it all.
Magic on steroids.
In
high school, Magic
could pass.
It's one of the best passes I ever seen.
First off, Tony Roden had an elite handle, so that automatically exits out a Magic comparison. So
did you say DeJounte Murray?
That's my guy too, man. Yeah, baby boy. Yeah, DeJounte. I didn't put him in there, but shoot,
I feel like DeJounte.
There's so many.
No disrespect. I think DeJounte better than Nate Robinson, but you the hooper from Seattle. So what do I know? But
Ron, what's your 5? I don't know if I've ever asked you.
Kevin Porter Jr. is another slept on.
Exactly. Yeah.
In high school. Yeah.
Bucket.
KP, that's actually one of my favorites.
Wait, how far is Spokane from y'all?
It's not. Is Michael
3 hours?
Yeah.
He played it, so we can technically, if we want to, we can add Michael Porter Jr. and Tyron Stokes because they both played their senior year here, but they're not really like they wasn't born here.
Yeah.
Isn't John Stockton from Seattle?
He's from Spokane.
Spokane.
Oh, yeah, don't claim that.
Speaking of which, I would love to talk about Seattle Hoopers through and through, but we do got to get to these super chats and we got to get up out of here in a second. But speaking of Spokane, G.
Yeah,
we obviously know you went to Gonzaga. You had a storied career. Hey, you guys went to you guys went to the Final Four, or you just went to the Elite Eight?
Elite Eight. We lost to Duke.
What? So can you break down every year just quickly? How far did you guys go?
My first year, my first 3 years we went to the second round. So you always win a game, then lose in the second round. My last year we went to the Elite Eight. We lost to Duke.
What do you think was your best team though? Because I think that first year was your best team.
And who was on that Duke team? What year is that? Who was
that? Was 2015. So that was Jahlil Okafor.
Oh, you lost to Quinn Cook in them?
Yep, Quinn Cook. Was it Tyus Jones?
Tyus Jones, yeah.
Yeah, and what was the lefty?
Justice.
Ronnie Hood.
Justice. Yeah, Justice Winslow.
Oh, Justice Winslow.
Gee, I was sick when y'all lost that game.
Yeah,
we should.
I was sick.
Yeah, me too.
Well, which team do you think was your best team though?
My senior year we were tough. I mean, we had Domas. He was coming off the bench. Domas Sabonis. He was coming off the bench. But my sophomore year we had Kelly Olynyk, and we were number one. We're number one in the nation. But I got hurt. We played Wichita State, and we lost to Wichita State in the second round. But yeah. No,
what was the year y'all had? Big fella
had their little time.
Who?
It was cool.
What was the year y'all had? Big boy. His name started with a P.
Shimmick Karnowski. So that was my senior year. That was with him, Kyle Wiltshire, obviously Kevin Pangos, myself, and Byron Wesley. You know, we had a good.
Yeah, I had Byron. Yeah.
We had a squad.
Bro. But y'all had a squad all 4 years though.
Yeah. I mean, it was tough losing to them. We should have beat them.
Yo, without looking, you know what you shot? You know what you shot from 3 in college?
40.
Well, I told 40 him right before the show.
He did his research. Yeah.
Hey,
oh my bad. You shot 41%. That's dope.
Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all have no clue. And on top of that, G should have had the green light. I don't know if hell say it. This dude was so good. He should have had the green light. It was just those Gonzaga teams were so good. And then obviously he was playing next to Pangos, which
Tough.
you ask me, somebody else should have been off ball. But I'm not gonna get into that. All I'm gonna say is like G should have shot more threes. He should have just had the ball more anyways, because you weren't just a 3-point shooter, but you shot it so good that you know how that goes. People label you as a 3-point shooter.
Yep.
Do you think you grew up at the wrong time?
And he had a 4.6 box plus minus. All right.
But
he might be really good.
If I was playing,
He might be really good.
If I was playing this Gonzaga age right now, like it would have been different. Because when I got back and I was a GA, he was telling me how do guys work on shooting contested threes. I was like, man, you never let us shoot contested threes. Like what? Like coach, what you talk? So I mean, now it's different. He's letting everybody kind of rock.
When did you come back? Like what was the gap? How many years?
I played overseas for 4 years, so I came back 2019.
So that was between 15 and 19? Or
15 and 19.
15 and 19?
15 and
19. You know what happened in that. The game, 2015 changed the game completely.
It did. Like, even the next year, like, he was letting the guards rock. Like, shooting, like, pull-up threes. And I'm like, man, we couldn't even do this a year ago. If I was able to do this a year ago, like, I don't know. You never know. But
I used to be so
win
mad.
Shares, which is 17 more than you did, Ron. Damn. That's great.
You had
negative impact? Ron, you had negative impact?
I'm not even. I'm a Euro. I'm a completely Euro that.
I saw Max say you shot 52% for the free throw line too.
When you can't make free throws? Damn.
There's stats.
Hey, Ron, we did get third in state our senior year, bro.
Facts.
Looks like you got third in state.
Yeah, he was getting backpack. That would have time. Like,
hey, I played with 2 of the 3 best guards in the state. I was just doing my part. You know, hey, I had G and then I had Shaq.
Shaq, yeah. Shaq was different. No, we were different. We were different.
Damn, negative win shares? No wonder you love
Russell.
Russell.
2% from the line as a guard is egregious.
Hold on, who said? Where did that come from?
Rondo?
Max said
Rondo percentage?
I went back and I hand tracked your games. You had win shares.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, hand tracked win shares.
Yeah, you could have kept that between us, but all right.
You was Alfred Payton from the free throw line?
All I'm gonna say, Rod, is I watched some of your tape and I understand why you like Russell Westbrook so much. I do understand it.
Shout out, Russ, man.
You are a high motor player who makes a lot of mistakes.
Y'all saw that game?
Russell Westbrook,
crazy backhanded compliment.
All over like 5 times in one quarter.
Am I wrong?
All right, man. Hear this.
You play with him.
You know what?
I'm lost some
tape
respect.
God damn.
Tape
Highlights will do that. You gonna get to the real tape.
All right, but
Mike James 40, it came with 9 turnovers and 17 missed free throws.
They didn't care. They didn't care about that.
He gave him 40 on 22 true.
They didn't care about that. Also, POA defense too. Don't forget about that.
Man, you had
that was another
40. Oh, damn.
That was another thing about me, G and Shaq. We picking up.
Oh, yeah,
I'm talking about we slapping the floor on people, because that's one thing. Like a lot of people. And even up here, like we talked about G shooting, I've talked about G's just flat out scoring. This nigga's probably the best perimeter defender I've played with. The best shooter and the best perimeter defender for sure.
So
bro,
really the best player.
It was you and Shaq, bro. You guys used to cheat. We used to be playing pickup, and they'd obviously play on the same team. These guys be playing zone and pickup, bro. Like zoning up, 2-3 zone. I'd be like, bro, what are we doing after?
You used to get so tight about that.
Yo.
Oh, gee. Speaking of which, first off, 2 things. You remember no screen, no nothing?
No.
You don't remember that?
Oh, hold on.
We used to
say it again.
No screen, no nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We used to have Shaq tight too. Hey, when Shaq used to be like, bro, if you don't get a pick and roll screen, you not getting nothing. Because it'd be me or G checking them. It's like, bro, if you don't get a screen, like, bro, you not doing nothing.
Yeah.
But also, you want to tell everybody about your signature move?
What's my signature move?
Hey, hey, y'all remember how like in the warm-ups right now, how they'll do the dunk and then everybody will jump with it?
Mm-hmm.
We was doing that back in 2009. G had this dunk.
Boy. Okay.
It used to be called the creeper.
It wasn't me.
G had this dunk. It used to be called the creeper. Tell them about it, Brett. Signature dunk.
That was
bruh.
you. That was not me. That was our other guy. That was our other guy. You can give him a shout out though. I ain't gonna.
He L2. But hey, before we get to these super chats though, can I just let me get your all-time Gonzaga starting lineup +6, man. I know it's a lot of players to work with.
Yeah, no, I'm going John Stockton. Gotta go John Stockton. I'm going Adam Morrison, Kelly Olynyk. I played with him. That's 3. I'm going Domas Sabonis. He'll play the 4. And I'm gonna go 2 guard. I'm gonna go shoot, that's tough, bro.
Put yourself.
No, I'm gonna go 6 man. You know what? I'm gonna put him in there, and a lot of people won't put him in there. I'm gonna put Stephen Gray. I'm gonna put Stephen Gray in there.
Hey, shout out Bainbridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Stephen Gray.
No Rui Hachimura respect.
No Chet, no Jalen Suggs.
Nah, I mean, I
No
saw
one who
those
came
guys.
after him, basically. Yeah, no one who came after him. Interesting.
That's the easy ones.
That's
everybody knows those guys. I'll put some.
Shout out Stephen Gray, man. And another
Respect,
Seattle legend.
respect. Drew Timmy went crazy.
No, he did.
Facts.
I mean,
Drew Timmy went
loves
crazy.
Kodak.
Yeah.
Kelly though. Kelly was 7 feet. Kelly was ridiculous.
He was
I saw him.
ridiculous.
Yeah, you talk about talent and like getting better and like growing into your body. Like he took a year off, and then that year he came back and was ridiculous. So, yeah.
Ain't Laker legend Robert Sacre go to Gonzaga?
Yeah, I played with him too my freshman year.
Don't
yeah.
ever disrespect my franchise like that again.
It's my guy.
What is that?
That's my
Connect
guy.
4.
Yeah, but it was my I upped this pick on it.
Why is that just within?
Hey, man. I don't know. I opened up this drawer and it was in here, and I've been Hey, don't do that no more, man.
All right, fellas. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. We got some super chats, and we're gonna read them. Big Za 00JJ, the GOAT anime, said, Mars, you see real talk get Elise
Real
and Holly.
Madrid. Real Madrid.
sure.
Real Madrid.
No, let
Oh.
him cook. Go ahead.
You seen real talk trying to get Elise and Holly? Shaking my head. They trying to run that 2012 to 2014 super team shit again.
I mean, no, I didn't see that, but shout out to Real Madrid. As long as they can get Haaland out of the Premier League, you know what I'm saying? It opens up more room for other teams to, win, which is good.
The Galacticos.
All right, Big Zod doubled up, sent through another $4.99 and said, Sam Presti still the chess champion of the NBA. Got P. Watt up out of Boston or up out of Denver.
What, you talking about the Spencer Jones thing?
Yeah.
I don't think Peyton Watson's that good, but it is what it is.
Is he better than Max Strus?
Why'd you wait so long to say that?
Because I genuinely don't care that Denver are in shambles. I just don't care. And the Cavs, I stand with Roto. They suck. So I don't care about them either. Is he better than Max Strus? It depends what your team wants. I think he's more talented than Max Strus.
I'm going to Euro that.
He said Euro, so bring up the next super chat.
It's Nikoi sent through $4.99 and said, athleticism is universal. Talent is sports specific, in my opinion.
There's some athletic traits that lend
Athleticism
itself
is
more
not
to other
universal.
sports. Yeah, there's some like things that
That's
are definitely
facts.
more valued in other sports. But a freak athlete is a freak athlete, pretty much regardless. Not always, but pretty much.
Floyd Mayweather's a freak athlete boxer. If he got on the basketball court, he'd be the worst athlete on the basketball court.
I mean, he's also 5'9", yeah.
Yeah.
I do think if you had to pick a sport that has all around the best athletes, it would be basketball.
It's basketball, without
Yeah.
question. Absolutely.
Yeah, probably right.
MMG5068 sent through $4.99 and said, yo, real talk. When's the next red iPod? Joint was funny as F.
We're getting that together now. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to Rev and Damo. You know what I'm saying? They're down to do that like 2 or 3 times a month. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. But appreciate you tapping in. You know, it's been a hit success to most for a lot of people. Thank you.
I watched that. Yeah, it was cool.
It's a bunch of nonsense. That's all.
I saw a few
Just
clips. It was
shooting
funny
the
as hell.
shit. Thank you.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half. I'll never get back.
You didn't have a few giggles, Miles?
Strip club, and I was like,
Nah, I was
That's
just there
funny.
shaking my head.
That's
what
funny.
I was there shaking my head. I was very disappointed.
Engagement is engagement, man.
Nemo Get To It sent through $4.99 and said, who is more talented, Jalen Green or Cade Cunningham?
Cade.
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 Was he?
Yeah.
No, I think so. Yeah.
In high
Jalen
school?
Green is more athletic.
No, I think
high
Cade
school,
was
maybe
always I think Cade was always the more talented player. But I still can't fathom the fact that Jalen Green isn't averaging 25 in the league.
Me
But
too. I got
It is
Jalen.
what it is.
Y'all can
It is
say
what it is.
I have Jalen. I thought,
Right now?
I thought who was more talented in high school? When Cade was at Marverd and when Jalen was at Prolific, I 100% had Jalen.
I mean, I still think it was Cade was just like
Cade.
that big guard. Like you can't teach like the fact that he was like 6'5", 6'6", and could play the point. Like Jalen could score the ball, and I think Jalen has like his scoring talent. I think was evident, but Cade was just kind of different in my opinion. But Jalen Green was immensely talented. It's just
I also don't want it to. I know in that segment it may have came across like I just viewed just solely athleticism as talent, but like I do strongly consider. I go back and forth between Ant and Luka being the most talented guards in the league because I do value like the cerebralness, the processing speed, the touch that Luka has, like the basketball know-how, like the natural ability to do so, changing your arc and all of that on shots. When like I get all of that as talent as well, so I don't want to.
What holds Shea out of these conversations for you though? Real talk.
I think Shea has mastered playing like Shea. If that like
Is that like a grifting comment or is that
no? It's like
He's maxed out his ceiling.
He gets it his strengths regularly. That's
He knows
what
who
I'm
he
saying.
is. He knows who he is.
Yeah, he does what Shea does.
This
at
is a
a very
compliment,
high
by
level.
the way. This is a compliment.
getting to
No,
the line, scoring
he's
from
asking me
mid-range?
what do I think is like the difference.
Yeah,
from, like,
but
It is a compliment.
people are gonna
Yeah.
interpret it as you.
oh,
slandering
interpret it
Shea.
as a yeah. I'm not saying it
Yeah.
as a diss. I'm
Yeah, that's what I'm letting you. Yeah.
All right, my man Ryan Tuyat sent through $4.99 and said, I think it will be LaMelo, Ant, Jaden, Demon Trey Lyles, then Gobert with Io, Bones, Terrence Shannon Jr., JB, JC, and the new dude. I think they have solid depth. Not gonna lie, I'm biased though.
Who's JC? Jalen Clark.
Yeah, gotta be Jalen Clark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And who's the new dude? Isaiah Evans.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
He was ass though, but
I forgot they got Trey Lyles.
Hold on, who's JB? Oh, that's Behringer.
Behringer.
Yeah.
Damn, Rocco Zukowski's still not even making the top 11. So.
and see that's the thing. Like if they may not have a 4, but this may be the first time in a season where they have 2 5s because they haven't had that in a long time either.
So
We didn't see Behringer much, so
Yeah.
he's an unknown entity.
So Real Talk asked me earlier to reach out to trainers to see, to ask the question. So I asked the question, is talent something that can be trained or improved upon?
Said call him.
We're close enough. Go ahead.
I'm not calling people for your entertainment, bro. These are busy people. They got jobs. They got shit to do. They're
All
training
right,
NBA
my
players.
bad. I'm trying to make
However,
this a joke. My bad.
I'm happy. I'm very happy to send you the text. I'm happy to send you the text if you want proof.
I would like the screenshot, please.
I will send it to you. I
Send
hit
it
up
to the
5
group so we could all see it.
I hit up 5 people. Only got 1 response back. Granted, it's been 1 hour, so maybe by tomorrow I'll have all
They're
of them.
busy people. Yeah.
Yeah. Asking for a discussion currently happening on the panel. The response I got back: improved, yes; cultivated, yes; enhanced, prioritized, yes. And that is from Cason Wallace's trainer, Kiki Rice's trainer, Jacoby Walters' trainer. So he knows his shit.
Yeah. Eat it, Damien. Eat it.
I don't think
Yeah,
any of us,
Bring
none of
up
us
your
disagree that
degrees
talent
now,
can be.
Damien.
None of us disagree that talent can be enhanced. I don't know.
I think I disagreed.
Yeah, Mars kind of
Talent can be built on. No one. I don't know if anyone.
Yeah,
I
I
said-
think but I consider that skill development, not talent development.
Yeah, me too. Exactly. That was the only distinction.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but if he's saying it is, I'm just gonna disagree with him too.
Yeah, I didn't know Kiki Rice had a trainer that didn't know ball. The King Slayer sent through $4.99 and said, I was asking for all-time peaks only. Also, how many prime MJ years are better than 09 Wade? That's a good question.
88 through 93.
And that's it.
87?
Maybe 96 if I'm optimistic.
I got 87 too. You know what? I'll be fair and I'll say him and 87 and 09 looking each other in the face. They neck and neck with each other.
1991, 92. Yeah, I would say 6 years for sure. I would say 6 years for sure. Maybe 7 with 96. And if I'm really optimistic, then maybe 87. I don't know. So 6 to maybe 8.
All right, we got some members chats. Hank2087 said Cavs in 5. We back, baby.
Absolutely.
Cavs are a worse team now than they were 2 months ago. But, it is what it is.
I'm going to be rooting for the Cavs next year. I really am.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be rooting for the Nuggets next year.
It's going to be an unsuccessful rooting, but I'm going to root.
Absolutely, but I'm going to be there.
The next members chat is from Fallbacks Hoops. Fallback said 1, Jordan, 2, Kobe, 3, D-Wade, 4, Harden, 5, T-Mac, 6, Ant.
Had me into
You
Ant.
think Ant has been better than George Irving to this point? God
Yeah,
bless
but
you.
people sleep on George Gervin, man. Shout out to Pirate. He does a lot of heavy lifting for George Gervin propaganda. So shout out to him. Well deserved, by the way. George Gervin was like that.
Yes.
All right, Cultured Bandit sent through a members chat and said, Dub Dame, but we are still boycotting. You finna be eating ramen till the season starts?
He's talking about sending in super chats.
Yeah, you guys have been terrible this week. But, you know,
This is my last day, day 1. Dub chat. L. Ronald Putin.
Facts.
Depends where you're getting ramen. There's some great ramen around, but
Facts.
That
Ramen
is
saves
true.
lives, man. Ramen will save lives. And I'll stand on that.
I don't eat ramen though. I'm not a soup noodle.
Not a
hot
But you can
soup.
have it. You can have it without the.
yeah. You didn't do the instant ramen ever? No.
I mean, way back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know,
Yeah, when it saved lives. Yeah, when you was broke.
I mean, I've actually never been broke.
Oh, congratulations! Congratulations.
Oh,
I'm not saying that as like I'm saying my parents did well.
what a flex.
That's a
Yeah,
flag.
congratulations. Yeah.
I've been
Must be
broke as fuck,
nice.
man. I've been broke as hell.
Yeah, I
wasn't even
still
gonna
am.
say
And you
it
guys
like
not sending
that,
a lot of
but-
super chats ain't helping, but that's neither here nor there. But you know, help me out. $1 a day.
You ever been tomato soup broken? Like you ever been that broke? Tomato soup. Your mom was like ketchup, water, tomato soup.
Oh no.
Not that broke.
I'm proudly no.
I've had tomato soup though. Tomato soup fire if you dress it up right.
I'd rather just not eat than
To-
eat.
Toast the bread, throw some butter on there. You know, hey, tomato
Hey.
soup, all right.
I am in fact, chat, not from the trenches, nor have I ever claimed to be. My people are country though, but we're
Yeah,
country,
Real Talk
but
had a
we're not.
privileged upbringing. You better get to know.
So y'all some rich bumpkins? What you saying?
Call my people bumpkins again.
Premium bumpkins?
Okay.
That's
wait
that's
till
a
I
that's
see
a
it.
term of endearment.
No, it's
Bump,
not.
like
a
you should
term
be
of
you should be proud to be called bumpkin.
Okay.
See, yeah, you just don't
I don't-
embrace your roots.
Honestly, there's nothing like you don't. If you weren't broke, you don't have to like pretend you weren't. You know, you were. You know what I mean?
I've
Like,
never
like-
pretended to be.
No, I didn't
Yeah, I
say
think
you.
he's speaking
I-
generally. He's speaking.
I'm
generally.
saying I'm saying generally. Not everything I say.
Yeah, I
is
hate
an
when
attack
people do
on you.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
faking
agree.
struggle
Like-
is weird.
Like
you
that's
shouldn't
a
want to
pretty
struggle. I'm
awesome
just putting it
flex
out
though,
there.
right? Like
Yeah.
I didn't struggle.
People like the
I wasn't
the
broke. My parents
People like the
weren't
arc.
constantly being evicted and shit.
Weird.
That's a flex. I hope my kids one day will be able to say we were never broke because my dad did well. You know what I mean? And he took care of his money. Like that's a good thing. We should all hope for that for our kids. So shout outs to your parents.
I know way too
You
many
shouldn't. You
people.
shouldn't want
from
to go
my-
through hard times. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what
I know way
desire.
too many people on the gram acting like, bro, you had a basketball court in your house, nigga. I was there. You can't. I don't understand.
That's what people used to be clowning Mikey Williams for back when like he was popping, because like he was acting like he really wasn't based on his upbringing. But it's always been weird to me. Like
What's worse?
pretending to be something you're not is just always weird to me in general.
I thought he was gonna be good, man.
What's worse, pretending that you were broke or pretending that you were richer than you really are? Because a lot of people be flexing on the gram and they be talking about like, oh, I'm on a plane, I'm on a this, I'm on a that, and it's all rental.
Well, you can call one manifestation and one just nonsense. If you're trying to be optimistic, at least if you're pretending to be rich, you can say you're trying to manifest the rich lifestyle. If you're rich but or well off but pretending to be broke, you're just weird. I don't know what that's about. That just doesn't there's not many benefits to being broke.
And although I wasn't eating instant ramen, I was eating stuff like coon and alligator and
Oh shit, yeah, I'd rather have my ramen. Yeah, it sounds like you struggle with
He
me.
started with coon, but got
mean
mad at
they
me when I
alligator
called him a.
You mean
y'all ain't
raccoon?
never had no
I thought they
coon?
have that in
You
New
mean
York.
raccoon?
You ain't never had no rabbit? Y'all ain't never had no rabbit?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this: the wildest shit ever. We had a neighbor in Nashville who brought anaconda for Thanksgiving, and expected my parents to put that shit on a dinner table.
Well, don't knock it. Till
I'm
you try
still
it, you know what I'm
scarred.
saying?
I'm gonna never try that shit. I'm gonna tell you this:
Man,
two
it
things I'm
might
never
have
trying.
been nice.
I ain't never eaten a shark, and I ain't never eaten a snake. Nope. I could be dead ass broke. I could be starving. It ain't happening.
You ain't never had
ever.
no shark bites?
Nope. No, one of my best
It's
friends
easy
died
to
trying to
say that,
protect
but when
sharks.
push
So
comes
nope.
to when
Nope.
push comes to shove,
No
and the only
fucking
thing
way.
that come across your face is a snake, you going.
No, I'll throw cats and dogs in there too. I ain't touching that shit either. So you know what?
Hey, real
You know,
talk.
shout outs- Gators too. Shit, people be eating gators. What the
Wait,
fuck
aren't
is
your
wrong with
from
people?
Mississippi too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where my people from, Mississippi.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
Yeah, they left that down there. We came up to Seattle. We wasn't doing that. All right.
No, we only do that like when we go back and we visit. Like that's when we have all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cat head biscuits and sugar syrup. Huh? It's not
what?
actual cat. It's just the biscuit is so big it looks like a cat head. It's not
Oh, I was concerned. Okay, I was
cat head
But real
biscuits and
talk
sugar
though, y'all,
syrup?
you didn't have possum though before, right?
No.
Oh, that's where you draw the line.
You ain't had barbecue possum.
I have had people like I've been around with somebody like Big Mom cooked some possum. I didn't have it though. I wasn't eating possum. I did draw the line there.
I'm thankful I'm vegan. God damn, this sounds terrible.
All right. Nims gassed up, sent through $4.99 and said, "Here you go, Mars. Get you some stewed eels and mash on me. Dub show, Dub struggle meals."
Apparently, that's a popular thing in the UK. Have you seen it?
Stewed
Like
eels?
you go to like these old time like pie shops or whatever, and they have like jelly deals or stew deals or whatever. It looks hideous, but shout out to my Caucasians, man.
I've only, bangers and mash. What's the one
Yorkshire
pie?
pudding.
Shepherd's pie. I've had some of them.
No Yorkshire puddings, man.
By the way, Mars
Yorkshire
is
puddings,
definitely not vegan. I personally saw him chow down 12 wings.
So I can't change in the time. Since the
No,
time
you're
Man's
lying.
changed.
No, you're lying.
Man, I'm trying to better my health. Like you seen what bad shape I'm in. I'm trying to better myself, and you out here just harping on the fact of what I was 6 months ago. I've changed.
Okay.
Yeah. When my birthday came, I was like, damn, I'm not going to see another birthday if I keep living like this. Let me make a change. So I made a change. I've been a vegan for like 3 months now.
Hey, there you go.
All right. I got a few members chats and then we go slide up out of here. The next one is from Maradi Tanzambi. Said Ronaldo is more athletic than Messi. Messi is more talented than Ronaldo. We saw it this World Cup at the lowest point as players?
Messi is more talented, yeah.
Agreed. Yep. Good analogy. Yep.
Max is funny.
I don't think it took this World Cup for you to see it, but Messi is more talented.
All right, we're gonna have to do a PC weekend, Houston with Real Talk, and then we got to slide over and get with his people in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Country cuisine's choice. I like that. All right. I am your God sent through a members chat and said, don't forget Michael Dickerson, Pacific Northwest. If you know, you know.
Facts.
Federal legend, man.
Every now and then. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he still be playing.
Okay. Play for the Vancouver Grizzlies. Shout out to Michael Dickerson, man. Last but certainly not least, it's Zamzay sent through a members chat and said, you can't gain a talent, but you can for sure lose it. Dark players' eyes get worse over time. Did he meant to say dark players or dark players?
Yeah, dark players. You know, when they throw the ball, like the pub.
Oh,
the
dark. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say Zamzay. Wow.
And I hear it, but in my mind, like, I don't think you become less talented. I just think like this was physical decline. But in my mind, like, I don't think of that when I may be wrong, but when I'm thinking talent,
I know what you're saying.
Not, yeah, I don't.
It's like when you see them old guys like juggling, and you're like, this guy, like he's still got it. He's like 60. Yeah, I get you. I feel you.
Class is permanent, man. That's
it.
Class is permanent. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, y'all. If you had a super chat that didn't get read, send it to Real Talk. He'll read it on the Red Eye the next time that opens up, or send it to Mars and he'll read it on Mars Talk Sports on Monday.
I need it badly. Thank you.
Yeah, see, pay it forward. G, appreciate you for coming up, man. We got to do this again sometime when the season starts. Hey, hold on. So you like root for the Lakers?
Yeah. I got a Lakers hat too. I mean, I just wore this because, you know, this is where we're from, but I got a Lakers hat. You know,
come on, man.
Come on,
see
man.
the jerseys in the back. G,
nice
to meet you, G.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna be good this year?
We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good.
We got Luka.
Come on, bro.
Hey,
come on, bro.
Hey, in January when you 500, I'm hitting you. Come on up here.
Okay.
Hey, look, every year they say the same thing, and we gonna be all right, bro. We gonna be all right.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
Walker Kessler. Who else we got? Come on, lobs, step back threes.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Y'all talking about Luka? This is all. You guys' team is Luka and Austin Reeves.
Come on, man.
And then after that, it's like
Mammy trade talks about 3 months away. Mammy trade talks about 3 months away.
Oh, for sure. We got to get better. Just because we're good doesn't mean we don't want to get better. You know what I'm saying?
Blockbuster.
All right, y'all, man. Hey, 42 win Lakers on the way. But in the meantime, man,
please shake up on that. Nah, don't just say that.
How much do you think they'll win?
Let's set the line 48.5.
I would happily take the under on that.
Of course, excluding if Luka misses. Luka and Austin. And
they got to play 65.
Okay. Yes. If they play under 65, bet.
No, 2 out of the 3. 2 out of the 3.
Okay. 2 out of 3 got to play 65 plus.
Yep. How much?
100.
2.
Fine with me because you're going to lose this bet.
All right. Well, what you laughing for? Yo, all right, y'all. It's been fun. It's been real. I'm gonna holler at you guys soon. We up out of here.
All right.
Peace.